Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday as we get you started with our week here. And it's like the shopping can finally begin, right? We've missed you the last couple of days, and we've got an incredible show to make sure that we can really wow you as we kick off a big week together. We've got an exciting array of jewelry. It's going to be a couple of things I want to tell you about that we get up started with, because this is actually going to be a band that's only been here once, but there is a band, and we know what gold's doing, but there's a solid gold band with a very large diamond in the center, and this is men's or ladies total unisex style, and it's stackable. So it's another piece you can add if you were looking for those anniversary bands or whatnot, or a great wedding set. This is going to be a beautiful band, and if you missed it that one time it was on the air, oh, was it popular? We're going to bring it on back for you. We have a couple here ready to go, so that's going to be coming up. A big diamond, it's about 1/3 of a carat, and it is an oval stone, and yet set completely into the gold itself, so really love that. Also, I went through this afternoon, I decided let's just go through the Tanzanites. I was just having this discussion yesterday about how Tanzanites have gone up a little bit, right? So we know that, and when you've got diamonds and gold doing the same, it makes for something that is a little bit out of the norm for what we're used to seeing. We have the greatest values in the world. Nobody can touch our pricing, especially for the quality. But I will say, I got a chance to go through every last museum reserve blue wing that's left. I know we all heard probably in the last couple of days a lot about museums and a lot about jewelry being taken from museums. So it got me thinking, we are as close to stealing from the museum as legally possible. So we are going to have that opportunity on some blue wings that are on their way to a museum. And let's face it, there might be a little more demand now than there ever has been before to get some top quality, gorgeous gems in museums. So just going to put that out there. I can't say any further details than that. But let's just say we've had a busy couple of days and we've been in contact. So I thought what we should do is give you some last opportunities at some museum stones. Now, I went through because I know you guys are used to the best values, so you don't want to spend even $500 a carat. You don't. You don't. And everyone else is doing 8, 9, 1,000, 2,000. Well, what I did was I went ahead and went through every one left. Didn't take that long because there aren't that many. But we do have some very exceptional values on some bigger stones that I want to share with you tonight. So if you're looking for a larger blue wing, we'll give you one last chance before it heads out to the museum. Okay? So that is something where I think that I think that's going to be an exciting moment for a lot of you that may want that bigger stone to collect, or you've just missed out on the blue wings entirely. Also, you know what else is here tonight? Something new that we haven't had in a very, very long time. We had pink pearls, but they're actually in earrings. We haven't had any pink pearls at all. We've got pink pearls in earrings. So they're really pretty, very feminine. Also make a great gift idea with the price tag I'm going to offer you. So all that and more, your requests are welcome. Pam M, if you... Actually, I think you might have gotten back to me since I've been on the air. So I'll see what you have to say about your request. And of course, anything you might be craving after these last couple of days without our TVON jewelry, let me know. That's our phone number. That's how you connect with us here in the phone bank, okay? So we're actually going to start with something right here. This is my Tanzanite that is, okay, it's not the 11 karat, it's not the 14 karat, but I do have actually what will be the most affordable one because I couldn't help myself. I found the affordable option for you here, and it is looking like this. So there's our most affordable Tanzanite opportunity we have in the entire inventory. So that's going, I can check, Pam. Let me see. Andy, if you do me a favor, 112-9488. I'm not sure what that is because I am really bad at remembering and memorizing item numbers, but it's a tougher one to do, but I will see. I will let you know, Pam. All right, so here we go with our Tanzanite that is in platinum. It's 8674 is the item number, and that will be our 77 pointer, and that's going to be, I will say it's a cushion cut, so it's got some, and I know it looks like an oval. It does, I agree, but it's actually got a subtle little corner there on the corners, if you will. So a subtle, more squared off corner, if you will. It's kind of tucked underneath those prongs. You've got some diamonds pave and prong set around it, kind of swooping and swirling their way around in that platinum. And hey, Pam, good news. It looks like we might have it for you. So we're checking right now. We can bring it on out. So this is platinum 77 points. It's one of the more artistic designs because it's obviously that asymmetrical kind of like ribbon meets loop meets roller coaster. Oh, that sounds fun. Everybody hands, are you guys hands up or hands down with the roller coaster? Like when we go to the big drop, are the hands going up? Are we screaming? Are we eyes closed, eyes open? One of those things. Everybody's got their roller coaster. It's been a while since I went on a roller coaster, I got to say. I haven't been to an amusement park in a long, long time. But here we go with our 16 points in diamonds. Let me go ahead and pop this on the hand here for you so you can see it that way. And we're going to do it for under $1,000. Now this one's going to be a little smaller right now, but I'm going to try to put that on anyways. There you go. So that's what that Tanzanite looks like on the hand. Now we get to give you the world's best value on the very, very best Tanzanite. And of course, it is going to be, we don't technically call this the Museum Reserve because it was cut after from a museum stone, so the whole thing. But Black D, fabulous, great stone here. And we're going to make this even better than $1,000 or $9.99. So you got a big old value coming up. Again, one only, as we mostly have. That is going to be the case tonight, as it usually is. One of a kinds throughout the show. So let me know if there's anything, again, if you do like it automatically, if you just know the second you see it. Isn't that how most of us shop for jewelry anyways? We know the second we see it, we got to have it. So if that's the case, just feel free to dial on in. It puts you in prime position to get your favorite idea. Now, this is not $888 or $799, going a lot lower for you here and making this one about as easy as I can make a Tanzanite. And that's the truth, because I've gone through every single last one, and we are ready to get this one home for only $777, and that will be it. So how fabulous. And I do, that's great. So Pam M, I assume you're watching. So we do have 9488, which would be the most recent that I've shown you. So yes, we will show that again, assuming you want to see that. We will pop it in next for you, so it is available to see. All right, and here we go. That one's going to be one only. So here we are with that $777 price tag. And then of course we've got, some big discounts on some really pretty stones. Some of my favorites, like our zircon. Our best golden zircon is here. Our really fabulous Congolese blue green in a huge size. Rubilite heart shape is here out of our private collection. And then there's one of the bigger and bolder zircons in the blues that is also coming up at a new discounted price. So we have that. Okay, so okay, so, and no, we cannot, unfortunately, we have a very limited quantity, Pam, of those pink paraibas and those purple paraibas. So unfortunately, that is not a combination that we have. But I can show you what you need to see. If you want to see it, we can go ahead and show that. Let me know. All right, coming up, we've got some coral earrings on the way. Oh, yellow sapphires here, new opal, one of our crystal opals. But take a look at this one. Have you ever seen a crystal opal? I know we hear crystal opal, and you probably have a certain vision of what that should look like. And then you realize, oh, that's a little different. It's not the usual transparent or translucent color. Instead, it's got an interesting base color. This one's a little darker base color, so it acts as a great backdrop for those really beautiful stones that we have that, of course, we know this is this month's birthstone, and we know it's got all the colors in one. So it's a great choice and a great way to go if you are looking for something that, let's say you can't have every single stone you've ever dreamt of. This is a good way to do it, but not opals, of course. Not all opals are going to give us all that color variety. This one does, and that one's going to be 112-9521. It's brand new right now. That would be the 5 carat 74 crystal. We're still calling it crystal opal, even though it's got more opacity to it, but you do have that great base color. So the greens, the purples, the reds, the oranges, the yellows, it all stands out a little bit more. 5 carat 74 on this one with that beautiful extra little bit of diamond weight. It's not going to be the lot. It's interesting. They do the mill grain, so it looks like pave everywhere, and it's actually 6 points in diamonds. And then the lot of gold that you're getting is really all ornately inscribed. So you've got some great texturing, some great mill grain. Here's that more fluted style triple split shank that you have there. And then of course all those details. And then it actually transitions to the mirror finished gold right after that bookend on the side. So you get that really special look. Now here's what it looks like on the hand. It's a biggie. And that one's going to be, boy, it's interesting how every different type of light gives you a little different base color. I'm not sure how to exactly describe it. Almost here, it's giving almost a green type of base color, which sometimes we see goldens or browns, but very rarely do we see green as a base color for opal. So interesting and unique, and yet it's a big one, 574, that's looking like a 12 karat or more, and yet a big time discount on this one. It will be on its way out for, let's do actually better than that's a lot of gold. So there's a reason for that $49.99 price tag, certainly, but we know y'all are looking for a great value on everything, no matter what. I loved reading the articles over the last couple of days that said, hey, gold crashed. It crashed down to $4,000 an ounce. Oh, I got so excited when I saw the headline. I thought, oh, wow, did it go to maybe 1,000 or 2,000? No, crashed to $4,000 an ounce. And of course, got a little insight for you. I was working with some different future traders and whatnot over the last couple of days, and yet, Gold, they're expecting that by next year, 2026, which next year is only 2 or 3 months away, next year we're expecting to see 6,500, maybe more an ounce. So yeah, get ready, buckle those seatbelts, or just get your jewelry now while it's still affordable at old gold prices, because that's the beauty of it, isn't it? You got a lot to love that wasn't made just yesterday. You know, even new pieces, they were, you know, commissioned to be made some time ago. So let's make this better. We'll take it under $2,000, not even $19.99. A big value here and a great looking stone if you want something in the opal range that's very unique, and that's it. That one's going to be only $1,299 instead. So we'll just make sure all these prices come crashing down, and an actual crash, the kind of crash we like, that really does make sense, where, oh, okay, I see the value there, and I enjoy that, and I want to get something special. And then, of course, we have got, oh, there's more on the way. Tanzanites, I got, again, the big stones would happen to be the best value here. We've got that zircon blowout, yellow sapphires. Blue zircons are here, not just in a ring, but also in a pair of earrings. That is lovely. So do let me know on that one, $12.99. And don't forget about the Tanzanite that we started with, that's down to $777. So some big time values here. And then Pam, I'll just go ahead and show this. I don't think she needs to see it, but we'll take a look at it regardless. Here it is. This is our purple paraiba. Had this a couple of days ago, and it's 1129488. So a great style to see for something very unique and very, obviously we love our purple paraibas, and this one is that 3-carat 56. So just a reminder with the bigger diamonds there as well, with the pear shapes down the sides. Those are white diamonds, and boy, are they ever. We're going to see some good white diamonds in that band ring a little bit later, but I love the neons of a purple. There's a lot of purple gems out there. We could name, I probably could name 50 of them if we had the extra time, but you know, it's one of those that there's no purple color that quite looks or appeals like those purple paraibas. They're given that neon element. That is so important. You've got a little bit of the flecks of red and blues coming through. There's a pinky purple element. I think you could ask 50 people, and 25 would probably say it's more pinky, and 25 would say it's more purple. And that really is just depending on the viewer, but it is a really special stone and crazy rare to get them. And of course, we're doing a great value in the white gold. It stays. We want to show off those beautiful white diamonds that you have there as well. Of course, bookended on the sides, 2 and 2. That is 47 points. So they are averaging around 12 points a piece nearly, and that is also exciting to see. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Got you a great value. It was $89.99. That's not bad considering we talk about this. It's tough to put a price on them when you don't have a retailer that's got them, when you don't have even collectors who have them readily available. It's tough. By the way, this is that band I was telling you about that's coming up in just a little bit. That's our big special here, and you will be amazed. At least I was amazed with the pricing we have on this one for you. So I'm really excited about that, and that's that men's or ladies classic band, but with the bigger diamonds set within the gold band. So if you'd like our purple paraiba, man, is that stone glowing. It is a total private collection. We were out of them for a while, but then we broke into the actual, like the best of the best, the creme de la creme private collection of ownership, and got some extra important stones. And now you're seeing those here. And yet this one's going to be better than 8,007 or 6 or 5 or 4. We're taking it much lower. And this is what is considered a substantial size. I would consider anything over 1 carat. That is what I oftentimes advise if you are looking for the special paraibas. And those are the ones that, of course, any paraiba has that copper content. If you're looking at copper bearing stones, I consider anything 1 carat or larger, especially if it's got great clarity. I consider those to be larger size stones. You've got that here. It's incredibly set. I just love the classic nature of the setting, but still with the upgrades like the pear-shaped diamonds that are all VS. And yet we're going to blow it out right now. It's better than 49, better than even $39.99 is really good. But we're going to go ahead and just absolutely stand out, make this Wednesday really shine. And so we're going to do this for $3,499 for the first caller, and you don't need to be the requester. So again, you can go ahead and grab that as well if you'd like to. It's one of the rarities, certainly starting off early here with some rare. There's no doubt that crystal opal in an unusual color baseline. You've got the amazing, of course, the Tanzanite we saw that was so affordable earlier, and then we will see lots more in the bigger sizes as well. Plus we have some wheels put together of some big old discounts that are, well, they're like free. They're pretty, I mean, it's like you couldn't buy the gold for this price, so we're going to do that. Some wheels coming up with assorted pieces, no particular theme or one gem represented, but instead a lot of great collectibles all together for you. So that's going to be exciting as well. And then yellow sapphires here. Of course, this month is wrapping up here shortly. We're only a week or so away from the end of October, and that means Halloween. So it is a good time to get in on your tourmalines and your opals here to celebrate this month's birthstone and ones that we have such high varieties of. Now, this one's for you, Nancy. This one's going to be 5394. Take a look at this, and this is the same kind of color. I mean, what a follow-up. It's the same kind of color we just saw, except no copper content. So there can be strong pinks that have a very nice saturation, that have a really, really good fuchsia color, that don't necessarily have copper. And Nancy, this is one of them. It's 1125394. So you can pretend it does, right? It's like we know that certain stones you have to go to the labs and work really hard to go through a lot of comprehensive testing to actually know the chemical makeup. And then there's tourmalines that, of course, can look like those copper-bearing counterparts without having the expense. And so, you know, it just kind of boils down to, what are you looking for? Are you looking to save a little bit more and you just want the look of that powerful stone? Or are you somebody that says, no, I'm a collector. I want to know at the end of the day that my stone is really rare because it has copper content. Obviously, that price goes up when you choose to go that route, but this one being so affordable, and I think you're going to love the price tag on this one because, well, it's a carat 30 stone. It's got those 6 points in diamonds, also some milgrain here. There's that milgrain work that we love, but also, of course, that really important diamonds throughout. It kind of looks like a paisley print. It always reminds me of a little more like a foulard, which would be kind of that, you know, certain pattern we see in menswear and paisley ties and silk scarves and things like that, that always feel very chic and very designer. This one kind of has that feel to it, but done in gold and diamonds. Let's take a look at it. Let's get it under $1,000. First caller, it stays in the white gold. We'll do it for $949 instead of, oh, so much more. Like, again, so you've got choices here, and we'll try this one on. And again, same kind of color we just followed. I mean, that's a follow-up to this stone. And look at them, I mean, side by side, same kind of color there, maybe just a shade more pink than the purple on this tourmaline. So a great way to go, and another teeny size, but I'll pop it on for you. There it is. On the hand, we'll size it for you. Of course, don't need to worry a thing about that. It arrives to you ready to wear. So that's $949. How about that for a value and a really nice extra discount for anybody who would like it. It just does have to stay in the white gold on that one, and that will be last call. $949 with the diamonds. There's the carat 30. It is a real raspberry pinky fuchsia color. So that pink and purple really coming together. It has jewel tones, sometimes do in stones. Also looks very similar to what we'd see in high-end sapphires and high-end spinels and things like that. So always a really good stone to grab and collect, and we love that as well at $949. Don't see a lot of gold jewelry under $1,000 these days. So very excited to be able to still say we can, and we do, and that's thrilling. So definitely get on that one, and of course, first caller situation there. And then we'll move right along. We got some coral earrings, yellow sapphire. I've got a really, really unusual. There's a color change Sphene pendant that's kind of cool. And then we are doing a solitaire style in an aqua tonight that's got that emerald cut. So elegant to see the emerald cut. And then don't forget, new pink pearls are here. They're pink pearl earrings. So everyone's going to get two in a match pair of lovely pink shades. They kind of feel like the pearl version of this, if you will. A little softer, a little more pastel, but they're fantastic. So here comes the big golden zircon, and this one is just a deal. Let's get to 8614 coming up. Our requests are here, so Nancy and Pam, let us know what you think of those requests so we don't leave you high and dry. But this is a beautiful luxury zircon. It's an intense golden color. It's got a lot of saturation. This comes out of a very important discounting segment of the show here that we're doing. 8614 is your item number. That's a 905. So it is not your 9 to 5. It's a lot prettier than the 9 to 5 is, or whatever you happen to work. A 5 to 8, perhaps. I don't know. Whatever it is. Really, my workday starts at noon, but you know, it goes more noon to midnight. But again, that's all the behind the scenes stuff. This is the 9 to 5, but the 905. So you're getting a massive zircon. It's got a 27-point princess cut weight. That's part of the story. But then, of course, what are you getting? 16 points in rounds. We break it down, so you know what you got there as far as which diamond is which, because those princess cuts, it's hard to notice maybe until we're really up close. But now you'll see here what we're talking about. See the difference there, where there's a couple of princess cuts down the middle. They set recessed below the round brilliance there. You see that? So there you go. The princess cuts are set a little lower. You see it from that angle best. And then the round brilliance kind of side to side that for you. And then you have this really luxury look. I'm going to mess with our wheel a little bit here and try to get center. But look at how pretty that is in the yellow gold. And it's a really rich luxury. But when you see it from a distance, you're going to watch it move a little bit more. You're going to see a lot more happening with these colors, because zircon, of course, being as double refractive as it is, it gives you a lot of brilliance. So stand by for that. Was $49.99. This one actually can be changed in the gold color. So great news there. If you want to change it to the white or the rose, go ahead. That is a rock. look at that stone, and it's a deeper golden. It's not like your yellow diamond color as much as it is more like giving a little bit of this kind of golden, yellowy, little bit of chartreuse maybe as a secondary, but watch how clean and how bright that is. As it moves, you just see this incessant sparkle. And as someone who can't get enough of sparkle and love it, sparkle is a love language for me. It is my favorite color. It is my favorite pattern. It is everything, because that's, if it sparkles, I like it. And it's as simple as that, and not even glitter is good enough. I got to have like sparkle via something very sophisticated. It doesn't get much more sophisticated than the double refraction of a zircon. And you've got that here, and it's only going to be, well, this is that big value that I don't know if anyone's expecting or ready for, but the beauty for the first caller is that it's going to fly on out of here at a better price than even half of this price. $49.99 is where it should be. Just, rest assured, that's our normal price. That's where it should hang out and be gone. Instead, we're doing better and making it better, far better than even $2,500 or $2,000 or $19.99. It goes even lower than that. But one caller gets it. And you have that opportunity, that honor to change the gold. No charge for that. Change the size. We do that too. And yet it's only $1,888 for a 9-carat plus zircon that looks like that one. Absolutely stunning. So $1,888. And that will be with those side diamonds done in a unique way. Still looks like 2 columns, but it's actually 3 rows that make those 2 column stack style, with the versatility of having those different cuts and different setting styles, because it's the princess cuts that are actually kind of laid down into that groove, if you will. Those are actually invisibly set in a row. And then you've got the round brilliance right above that. They're, of course, securely prong set and all that, setting up as a nice little border to your princess cut. So that's only one, $1,888, first caller. All right, next up, we've got that beautiful heart shape. We're going to try to rock on through a lot of jewelry tonight, as usual. And then, of course, get those requests in. Whatever it is your heart desires to see, that's what we're here for. That's what especially a Wednesday night is here for. It's a great night to say, you know what I'm craving seeing, and you don't have to buy anything. We've had 2 requests already and we're 0 for 2. So again, it's just about seeing what you like, getting a nice little, I told somebody the other day, I said, it's if everybody, just watches to get an education, that's really what, we're here for, is to also just let you know that no matter where you shop for gems, if you kind of hang out with us for a while, you're going to really get a good feel for what jewelry is all about, and what, styles in gold, and what the market's doing, and, be really educated, more so than a lot of gemologists are, to tell you the truth, because you're exposed to a lot of rarity when you shop here, and that's a beautiful thing. So we'll move on from that zircon at $1,888. Let me know if you do like that one or anything else you have seen here tonight. And then we've got our new Sphene. This is a pendant, and is it ever a beauty? I know a lot of us do have to take heed when it's the Sphene material that we hear. We want to be a little more careful, because they are a softer stone, and they're not a stone that always works very well for rings if you tend to be a little more harsh as you wear your jewelry. So this is a great idea for you. It's 112-9414, and it's a one only here, so it's going to go very quickly. But look at how beautiful this is, that deep green color that you have here in our carat 35, and that is an elongated radiant cut. So it's got the outside shape of an emerald cut. Inside, though, it's really like 2 different worlds coming together here, but both, you see the flicker that's happening in those rainbow colors? That is thanks to that specialty radiant cutting. So they're actually scissor facets that happen through the stone. It is one beautiful stone, and you can see how no matter how it moves, it is going to pick up the light and just give this, instead of fireworks, it looks more like a laser light show to me. Like if you had lasers going up in the sky from that really cool event, and yet they want to draw attention and let everybody know that here's where the party's at. Well, the party is in the Sphene here. And it's our 42-point diamond weight double halo with diamonds in the veil as well. So this will be a one only, and of course they all are. Every Sphene is a little bit different, so that's important to remember. And then you see this on and you realize, oh yeah, it's a good size stone. It's got that great double halo. It's in the yellow gold, but you're more than welcome to change that if you'd like to as well. And then we'll show you the length, which is just under an inch. So are you ready? We only have this one, so this one's going to fly by. We know that. And there it is with that 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. That, of course, includes the bail. And no matter how you see this move or how it's going to catch the light, you are going to see this undeniable fiery flash that gives you every single color of the rainbow, and you see it right there. So just sitting here against a neckline, you see how really stunning that is lighting up, and that's just a fun one. And of course, no worries when you've got a softer stone. If it's on a pendant on the neckline, there's not a concern you have. There's no care in the world about the softer side of that stone. It is going to be just fine. So we're going to blow that out better than even, oh, I don't even want to do the 3,000 or the 2,000 or the 1999. Big time value on this one. Our color changing goes from green to red. Some of the most lively. If you're also a sparkle girl, you like a lot of sparkle to come through on your stone. You want a lot of brilliance. There it is. It could not get better than that. That's a higher dispersion level than diamond. I know, diamonds get all the love. It's because a lot of us don't realize there's a lot of different stones out there that disperse actually at a higher level. And when I say a lot, there's only a few, but you get the idea. This is one of them, and of course, a phenomenal stone on top of that. And we'll do it for $1,699. Let us know what you like from the show so far. We'll help you out. We'll get to those gorgeous pink pearls coming up soon. I have a new aqua. It's in a bridge. This one's gone. Congratulations. And then here's that. Okay, this is like, oh, this is a big value. This one, I just wish you could feel it. I know, it's gonna depend. Like, I don't give gram sizes because, you know, I don't know what ring size you're gonna wear. But if you have, because a 3 is gonna weigh less than a 13 and all that. But I'll tell you, this is one of the heavier mountings we do. And it is a sunshine yellow unheated sapphire. They don't get better. This is the rare, rare, rare level of sapphire because to get no heat is very unusual. Most all of your sapphires the world over, no matter what color they are, no matter where they come from. Of course, we only deal with the best out of Sri Lanka. Every now and then I'll have a cashmere, but we deal out of the best out of Sri Lanka. And this is the sapphire that mimics that of a yellow diamond. That beautiful flash, that beautiful, like, again, flicker of a yellow where it's still sunshine yellow. It doesn't give you any green, doesn't have any browns whatsoever. It's all about that sunshine color. That's what we want to see. And then you get the fabulous marquise, which is such an exotic cut. But remember this center stone, which is still, it's at 78 points. It's still going to be unheated. So that's all natural. Didn't get any assistance from anybody but Mother Nature. So that's important. 112-2848 is the item number here. And we're so proud to have it tonight on a discount. Yay for that. I love a good discount. So here's our 78-point marquise. A 116 is the diamond weight. So there's a lot going on there. Yes, there are yellow diamonds. A bright shade and just a few. It's just something to make it a little more interesting and unique, I think, is really what I would say there. Just a little something extra on those bright yellow diamonds down the sides, right down the middle. And then you've got the white diamonds on either side beyond that. And that's going to be our 116. And then look at the finishing all throughout the inside of that ring. Nicely finished under gallery. It's just staying as is. So it gives you both tones of gold. That's lovely as well. So you get that fabulous yellow and white gold together. Look how bright that stone is and some serious flash coming from that yellow sapphire. And it is just so diamond-like. Very, very impressive and important. And yet it is going to be on its way because that is another. We got a $59.99 piece. We're going to just get rid of that price for you, make it a whole lot better, and send it out right now for, okay, let's just say it like it is. Sapphire September's birthstone. One of the brighter yellows you're going to see. Wait till you see this on so you can gauge if it's going to work for you because there is an elongation to this ring that allows that stone to look even larger. Not to mention the stone itself is set in yellow gold. The only other yellow gold will be right down the center, which is what houses those yellow diamonds that are quite a bright pop of color. And then you've got very large white diamonds around the outer halo, few on the sides here as well. And that will be $1,999 for that big yellow sapphire. And sapphires are the only stone. Remember, there's two stones that sit right beneath the level of diamond hardness as far as durability, and sapphire and rubies are those stones that are giving you a 9. So they're really exquisite and very high end. All right, who got the Sphene pendant? Hi, Cindy. Where's she from? Hi. Cindy in Idaho, thank you so much. Thank you for shopping tonight. Appreciate you. All right, so we're going to move right along, and we got a few more fabulous pieces. That one's $19.99 though, so definitely let me know. $19.99 for that one and one only, and then all that finishing on the inside. Just making sure you saw that. That's a very, it's not really necessary on a ring like that with that style, but to go that extra mile is very important. So a beautiful way to go. And look at that. I love these little V. Did anyone else notice the little V prongs that are on the outside? It creates this little extra border that really makes it smooth, because if you had diamonds kind of out there floating, it would have a little bit of a more of a rough or sharp edge. So it's nice to have that little way that they just fill those details in to make it really smooth. It acts as almost like if you had a bezel around the entire piece here, but instead it's got those little extra gold pieces. They're kind of, you know, just wedged in between these big diamonds, because when they're big diamonds, they would leave a gap, because the bigger the diamond is and you try to set them side by side, they leave a gap when they're together. So you don't have that issue here at $19.99. Okay, now look at this tourmaline. This is our last time presenting this on the air, sadly. I think that it's, you know, it's done. We've done the right thing. We've given it a wonderful price tag here for you today, and it's our emerald cut blue-green, and the way it looks like paraiba. If it were, we would need a lot of extra security. If this were, and it's a tourmaline, and it's fabulous blue-green color, and it is clean, which is where usually, again, tourmalines definitely fall. They don't have a lot of clarity typically. We know that, and you know, it's funny because when we see such a selective array here, we're so choosy about what we bring in tourmalines, so it gets a little interesting because most of you go, tourmalines are always clean, because I never see one with inclusions. That is because we've got the ability to bring such a really fine selection for you that are not just your little tiny basic stones that have all that typical included material where they're hazy and they're waxy. And someone just said to me, I'm okay with inclusions, and we all should be, especially with the tourmaline world. We understand that that's part of the stone and part of how they're, you know, created in Mother Earth. This is one of those prime examples of just giving you extra clarity. And you see it there, plain as day. It's got a 464 size on item number 5887, and we're just thrilled to bring it one last time at this new discount. And this is quite the price here for you, because not only does it have clarity and blue greens, but it's an emerald cut, which is very high end. And then we're bringing you 71 points in diamonds as well, that have got the diamonds all the way around it and down the sides as well. So all of that, every little bit of the ring is just pristine and important and clean and bright and beautiful, and yet it's a one only, so that's the one somebody's getting today, and we will leave that in the white gold. Beautiful combination for that color of stone, if you ask me, and we're going to take it down much lower than you could ever even imagine a tourmaline of a 464 size going. And then if that were, of course, we see some of the new finds out of Brazil that look like this. This is the Congolese material, which, see, I don't really care where it comes from. I care about the color and the clarity. I want my tourmaline to be that really beautiful brightness and that blue pop that's definitely within the stone. Let me try it on for you. It's going to be better than $49.99. And that's where this has been in a vault. We're doing a lot of the vault collections. I've been really going through some of our more premier items, bringing out the extra, you know, deep of the vault pieces that, quite frankly, we don't want to really in prior months haven't been willing to lose a lot of money on. And now we're just saying, let's just go ahead and do it. It's better than making new jewelry that's going to be, you know, 3 and 4 and 5 times the price you're used to. It's just, let's just clear out some of these vault items that are specialty that you've had your eye on. Let's just bring those prices crashing on down, like not even $2,000 for a 464, and this will fly. Even at $19.99, it should be gone. But you know, we'll do better, and we'll make it just one only in that gold, which is that white gold, and we'll make it just, you know what, sail on out of here. We'll do it for $1,888, an additional discount on the way. And again, Nancy, let us know if you're looking for anything different. We'll be happy to show it for you. If there's anything that anybody wants to see at all, could be a category, could be a stone, could be something vague, could be something very specific like an exact item number. We're here to make that happen and just bring it on out for you. Why not? Let's take this time we have together on this Wednesday and make everything fly. Now, I do have a blue zircon that is incredibly important from a diamond weight standpoint, and from the blue zircon, we'll see mandarin, yellow diamond, we'll see Tanzanite. Again, I've got my best value in the entire inventory. The best value, I went through everything earlier this afternoon, everything in Blue Wing, Block D, Museum Reserves, and the one with the very best value is coming up. And it's got yellow diamonds with it too. So it's got the upgrade, which makes it even more of a value. And it's already our best per carat. This is it. And that's coming up a little bit later. So make sure you stay with us for that. That is the 11 karat pluser. And it's got the big yellow diamond pear shapes on the sides. And then if you don't need yellow diamonds with it and you prefer white diamonds, I got you covered. I thought of you. And so I said, okay, we can do something else. I'll tell you what, let's do this. I've got a smaller version. This ring is, okay, maybe it's even got a little more blue and gold, and look at this one. This one's brand new. And it's bookended with gold and diamonds, and look at that. It is the only Congolese that has a slightly more blue than that last one we just saw. And for anybody who doesn't want to do 464 in size, here you go. Item number here is 1129529. And it is a beautiful blue-green color, is it not? I love that one. That's a really pretty one because it's got a little bit of unexpected golden colors, which you'll see when it pops right up to your eye level. This is 9529 and it's our 268, so it's still a really good size stone. That's half of the size of what we just saw, but it's still over 2.5 carats. I'll take it. 268, 6 points in diamonds here. And there is, okay, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold is an option, so maybe that was what was kind of making you shy away from the last one. I think that certainly most of the blue greens we see in tourmalines, paraiba or not, are usually set in white gold, so that tends to be a favorite. But do you see what I'm doing here? As it moves and as these lights, these step facets flicker all the way through the stone, there are blues, greens, and there is a golden color. You see it right there on the left. Look at that. It really does radiate these different colors that are a bit unexpected for a blue-green stone, and it's super clean. And then you've got those diamonds that are wedged. It basically goes gold, diamonds, gold, and then it stacks down. So it's almost like it's creating a bit of a trapezoid if you were to look at in totality on the sides. And we have white, yellow, or rose gold options for you, and we will go ahead and do something wild here. This one is not going to be 1888. It will not. It's going to be about the same amount of gold, but you have a little less diamond weight, which maybe makes it more wearable for some who want to stay on the more casual leaning side. And yet it is this really pretty blue-green golden, which may even have a little bit more extra glow than that last huge one. And yet we're going to blow it out right now. First caller gets it. It's not $1,500 or $1,499. Then we got our wheel coming up, which is going to be amazing, truly amazing wheel coming up with some discounts beyond what they could ever be if you're just making jewelry for a living. We're going to do better than 14. It is on it. Now, this is not one you want to wait on, any size, any gold color, all of that. But one of the rarities, still there's a newer find out of Brazil, but only by a few months. It beat it by a couple months. This is that still newer find out of the Congo that has produced some of the brightest, cleanest blue greens we've seen. And who knows, they haven't been tested yet, so we can't say one way or the other if they have copper or not. But that would be really, really exciting if it turns out they do one day. And you know what? We're going to blow it out for $1,399 instead. And then onward to our big and bold wheel that is coming up. There are some very different, for those that like different and unusual, the whole wheel coming up is just that. Somebody might just take all four because they're all feeling very fresh and very much like those of you that like something unique, not just in the gem, but the design. That's what's going to be coming up for us. I cannot wait. So we've got a lot of special pieces here on the way on a wheel, but that is only $13.99 to get that really special bright glowing stone. And it just does not. I mean, you can get a 268 copper bearing, but they're over $25,000 here on this show. I can show them to you. We got a couple, but they're going to be $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, and there are only a couple of choices. So this certainly makes that more doable as far as a price point is concerned. All right, so coming up, here comes the wheel. You'd think this is pretty bold, but that's the most classic of what you're going to see on this wheel, because we're going to get into quartz and topaz. And we're going to show you, look at this one. For the moment, I'm going to leave it there. That feels like the brightest golden orange. It feels like a mandarin garnet disco ball, but it's not mandarin garnet. That's what happens when you get really top quality citrine, is they look like mandarin garnets. And not all of them do, just the really superstar Madeiras. So that one's got the checkerboard facet pattern. And then wait till you see, how about my blues? Cool cut, cool mounting. Wow, brighter than ever. That is called championship cutting, and it really feels like, again, feels like lasers, but this time all in blues and turquoises. And then we have the London blue. Oh, the sophisticated blues of that almost cashmere sapphire look in a London blue topaz. Fancy cut, fancy set, all of that happening. Welcome into Wednesday. What a night it's going to be. Gotta love a Wednesday night, fresh from the vaults of what is our superstar museum collection of designer styles that aren't looking like whatever else you see out there. Even if you're used to shopping designer worlds, this is not something you're going to find in your regular retail stores. And that's what I'm loving about them. The fact that we have, these are all one of a kinds. They're all going to stay in the gold colors they're in right now. So do keep that in mind. You got to love the whole totality of the ring, but it's got the fancy cuts and the fancy settings. Every single one. I know it's easy to get really lost in the cut of the stone, but let's look beyond that and look what you're getting in the settings themselves, because the settings are super important. See how this one, for example, is like a deconstructed halo where it's more on the corners here, down the sides, and then you're still getting mirror finished gold with it, okay? So it's like a double band. This is the trillion, also a little asymmetrical here, open split shank on one side, solid shank on the other. This, I think we can see the checkerboard faceting. That's front and back. So you're going to get that double checkerboard round. Then the way the triple split shank reaches up to hold that stone with the prongs tipped in diamonds. And then what can we even say about this? It's a party stone. It's the life of the party. It is, look at that, championship concave cutting through an emerald cut. They start with an emerald cut, then they add extra facet patterns on the table facet through the inside of the back of the stone, which is called the pavilion. Then this bit of this wall of Greek key designer style over here that is reflecting the stone, because there's a lot of mirror finish and there's such depth to the sides of the gold that guess what? It reflects the blue. So you're seeing what looks like a pool behind these walls of what reminds me of a Greek key. I only have what I have. And when I tell you they are under cost, now, can I also mention this? They were made years ago out of a design category that we had where they were all exhibits in a major JCK design contest, and they're all award winners. So that's the other thing. So they're all award winners for their design and their cuts, because who else does that? Anyone can make a really cool mounting out of gold, but to make a mounting that's really specific to these rare exotic stones is even more fun. And that's what these do. But they're all going to be in your size still. We're still going to, even though we can't change the gold color because they're designer as they are, they're going to be in your size. They're going to arrive ready to wear. They're going to be super affordable, and they're actually going to be a lot less than even, okay, this is, cost on them was all over $2,800. That was years ago. That would be a price that would be inflated by 4 or 5 times today without fail. You're going to pay less than $2,800. This is a major value. Please call early. What can I tell you? This is not going to last. No way, no possible way, and we need your calls early. There's just, look at this. Every single one is so designer and fabulous, and they don't look like everything else. And they don't, trust me, this is fun to wear when you've got, you know, if you've got a little, if you're not afraid of style, if you're not afraid to have a little bit more of your standout piece, then this is the way you should shop these fabulous pieces. But I'm aware that this is not a setting you're going, oh yeah, that was on my wish list, because they've not been seen. So they're really important, unique settings, but we make it affordable so you can feel comfortable trying something new in designer, trying something a little bit different and outside the box. And it's not going to be $2,000 or $1,000 either. So I'm giving jewelry away tonight. Welcome into our Wednesday night party. We got 2 hours and 19 minutes to go, so we need your request too. But if you want London blue, Swiss blue, citrine, or amethyst, here we go. All birthstones. December is on the right and left. That's November. And then of course we have the February. Yes, we're loving the London blue. It's so cool. And what I can't really see as well, and I want you to see this from the outside. I know I was having a trouble seeing that extra band. Do you see how the band actually on the underside there goes all the way through? So it's not just the diamonds on the outside that create that band. It's actually a separate band that runs all the way underneath that setting. So that's really special. Think of it like a bridge of sorts, like the bridge mountings we do. This is 111-7902. That one goes about 9 years back, actually. And look at that fancy cut London blue. Feels like an emerald cut with a little extra going on. It is our 543, 22 points in diamond, stays in the white gold on this one. And it will not be $999. I know it's a limited audience here when we get into our week. I understand that. I know that. I've done Wednesdays for a long time. So that's how this works, especially even after you just remember back in the days we just had Tuesday was the only day we did not have a show, and now it's Monday and Tuesday. So it becomes a little more, we got to do some special things to get everyone welcomed back into the week here. And as we get you started, and then things get busier and busier from there, but this is not going to be $999. And there's obviously a lot more gold than that. The gemstones account for a lot of that value and that worth and that importance we love. And then diamonds. You got VS diamonds in every single one of the options except for the Swiss blue topaz. That's the one with the walls of the Greek key faceting on the sides. We're going to do better than even $999. Big value. This is go time. What can I tell you except a great price that you, well, not loving this at $9. So let's go $899 or $888 or $799. Again, this is not a fine jewelry price point today. It's not possible. It's not a sterling silver price point today, but we're going to send them out anyways at $777. Your lucky sevens right there, and all we can do is say sold when they're gone, and they will all four 100% go out the door. No question, no, absolutely no possibility of them staying here. And let me know if you've got the London blue. That was the first one that's asked about. Let me show the round checkerboard faceted. It's again double checkerboard faceted, and London blue is gone. Thank you so much. Here's the citrine, and that one's got the diamonds. I love that. The weight, there are no diamonds top or bottom, see, or rather no prongs even. It's just on the sides here, and those three prongs, it's three prongs east and west side here. Let's put them this way so you can see them a little better close up, and they're all $777, but let me know because they're one of a kind. I wish I had 20 of each, but I don't. So there they are. The London blue's already spoken for, and now we've got 8304. Yes. Let's go with the Swiss blue topaz. That's the only one without diamonds. It's our 7 carat 83 emerald cut concave championship cut Swiss blue topaz. That is 8304 for you. It's in white gold. It's a 783, and you can see this is the heaviest, by the way. Most gold here by far in that Swiss blue. Yes. Amethyst going on the hand next. Here's that trillion cut. That would be our Amethyst 525 with the diamond weight all the way around it, 20 points in the halo. So that will be one only as well. Do you have the Swiss blue topaz? Swiss blue is verifying. The amethyst is verifying. Nobody on the citrine yet. Oh my goodness, I love the citrine. That's my favorite. And I'm not usually a citrine girl, but I love that one because it's got, do you see the reds? Hot pinks, fuchsias, reds, all of that. If it's got a brighter color, I'm not into the muted stones that are really light yellows, but when it's got those bold neon oranges, sign me up. This one, and it twinkles. It does, because that disco ball facet pattern. Is the amethyst gone, by the way? Oh, it's still here? Okay, so amethyst is still here. So amethyst is here too. So we've got the amethyst, the Swiss blue, and then the citrine, the Madeira variety. Yeah. Okay, Vicki, take a look. Here comes the Swiss blue, because I don't want her to miss out to all these other people. We're giving her first dibs. She was the first caller to say, show me the Swiss blue. So there's that Swiss blue. Remember, it is the 783, no diamonds, white gold, and fabulous. So at 777, they're here, yeah. Citrine going on the hand again. Here you go. Citrine on the way. Now, citrine, we haven't talked about the carat weight yet. It's a 4 carat 20 in the round, 6 points in diamonds. That would be those one pointers that are tipping the prongs, where there's a little bit of white rhodium underneath the diamonds as well. And it is one only. Yes. So that's last chance, last call right there. Who's got the citrine? It's looking more red than it is orange. Which one? Citrine. All right. Citrine's gone over there. I think the Swiss blue is still here. Swiss blue is now here instead of the citrine, and the amethyst verifying as well. We're not leaving them here. I got nothing else that affordable today, at least not scheduled. I never know what I'm going to do. So it's always fun to just kind of hang out and see, because there's no pricing model except whatever needs to be done. It's kind of a what needs to be done. We're on a price as need to go basis here. It's like whatever we need to do to move the jewelry, that's what will be done. So amethyst 525 or the 7 carat 83, leaving the big ones here so far. So there we go at 777. No other price tag like that, at least not on a ring. And we do have that band ring coming up a little bit later. Oh, that band ring. The band ring is really good. The band that I'm wearing, a lot of you were asking about, is coming up in the show. Have a really amazing, yes, go ahead. Swiss blue, all right. So one left, and it's the most traditional of the bunch, I would say. It's the trillion cut. And then it's got this amazing 525 stone. That would be item number 1129401. Thank you so much. 3 out of the 4 are gone. This one is just a matter of time. It will be gone. And yet, what a beautiful way to get a very high quality. It's all we like to bring, is that high quality, deeply saturated amethyst. And look at the blues. I mean, I just darkened the wheel a bit just by virtue of just blocking the light here. And you can see more of like what you can expect with light environments when you get it at home. And so you saw there's already blues and reds popping through, but it becomes a little bit more prevalent when you see it in a more normal lighting source, because that's giving off some neon glow to it. So 777 on the amethyst. That's the 525 with the 20 points in diamonds. So that would be the biggest diamond we've seen of the bunch. And we'll get to our big time Kunzite. We had a special cut round the other day that sold very quickly, and some of you missed out. So I brought out the next best thing, the next best option for you. And then we have, oh, the amazing blue zircon. This is one of those designer rings. You probably know this. It's been on a wish list of many. It's coming up at a new markdown, so we'll bring that out next for you. But that's got to go at 777. There's not a 525 amethyst you find out there for that price in gold. And again, white gold is how that one looks. I do want to show you the sides here because it actually sets up a little bit. I was pointing this out the other day when it was a higher price. It's like a little, the basket's creating a window, if you will. And I'm not the kind of bad kind. We don't like windows and gemstones. I'm talking about a window to look in at the gem. And that's where, do you see there how it's perfectly designed? This is with a lot of thought and a lot of precision behind that to make that show off and really follow the shape of the stone. And then this side's more exposed and open because it's actually acting as a bridge. The double split shank comes up and around, meets up underneath on the other side, creates this dove's tail design on the profile that then is helping to show off that amazing stone. So specialty cut, great look, $777. All right, well, this is the zircon. We've been waiting a lifetime for this one to be discounted. It is one of the heavier mountings we've ever done. That said, so no matter what ring size you wear, it's going to be a very hefty ring. I try on a couple hundred rings a day, and so I can tell you when something strikes me as, whoa, that's a heavier piece, I like to point it out to you because no matter what ring size you wear, that's going to be one that you're very impressed with the feel, the weight, the heft, if you will. It's going to be item number 112, 6427. This has been oodles of money. It's not usually a term I use, but on this one, it seemed appropriate when it started at $12,999 because it's an 18 karat gold number one. And so that's a big reason behind some of the heft you're getting, but it's also covered in diamonds. That's more than a halo or a double halo. It's a platform. It's a diamond encrusted platform that is setting that stone right there front and center. It's a gorgeous 480. It's technically a cushion, again, harder to make out maybe with the prongs where they're at, but it is a cushion cut, bright electric blue. It's, I'm sorry, 35 points each. I'm not sure what that is referring to. So I'm not, you know, let's try a different item number, 6427. I'm not sure what was up there, but 6427. 6427 is a 480 in 18 karat gold with a carat 24. I do have, though, there are several ways these diamonds are set, and that would be, that's more like it. So that's the 480 in that cushion cut stone, the deep saturated blues of the blue zircon mined out, plus this platform, and then look at the way that's done on the sides. Triple row in diamonds on the sides. Here's the way it's set up from the inside. That's 124. Question, go ahead. What should I try on again? Okay, who's that for? Vicky. Okay, Vicky, we're going to show you your Swiss blue again. She wants to see it up close? All right, Vicky, here we go. There's the Swiss blue. This is spoken for. The only thing left from the wheel at this point is the amethyst. Go figure. Traditional amethyst in that gorgeous trillion. But here we are. That's the really cool. That's just it's so amazing that, you know, designers are, you know, really good at what they do, and yet this is so mimicking, I think, the lines of the cutting, and so to have that reverberate through the design on the sides is really special. So congrats, Vicky, way to go on that one. Well done there, and then we'll get right back to our blue zircon. Don't want you to wait on this one. It is the biggest markdown. Yeah, that one's gone again, so again, they're always good to know, but that's 18 karat gold, and that's a big standout moment here. Now, if you see something that was in 18 karat gold, I know we won't be making 18 karat gold much going forward, so you know it's an older piece, you know it's been here, and you know this has been on the wish list of many. It's been in a vault housing some of our more important of our stones, and this definitely is one of the best. You don't put a carat 24 in diamonds around on accident. That's extremely important material, and we're going to do something very special for you. It is coming up for one caller. Let me try it on, though. It was $12,999. We're going to scrap that price. Go a lot lower. Here's what it looks like on. There's that electric blue, kind of like a blue raspberry color. It's just sizzling with color saturation. And we'll do this, stays in the white gold, which my preference for blue zircons all day long. We even have earrings to match if you're looking for rounds. But let's get it a lot more affordable than $12,999. As a matter of fact, it's not even $2,999. When was the last time you saved $10,000 on anything? Anything. A house, a car, a boat, anything. You name it. That stuff's going for premiums, where it's bidding wars and spend more than asking. This is another level. And to get it for, I'm going less. So this is the one it will go, no question about it. This is that super designer style, that over the top, really impressive, great stone, almost 5 carats in size, and yet it's not gonna be 29. This is a major value. Come on in. I don't want you to miss it on account of being like a couple seconds behind one of your neighbors here, where it just ends up going to somebody else out of just you know, matter of like a race. Like, you know, when they say, you know, the Kentucky Derby and just won by a nose. This is where it's really crucial to be on the phone lines because that ring is weighty. There's so much in the 18 karat gold. You see how it's built from the inside out, even down to the back of the band, the base of the band, how thick and heavy it is. It's not 29. It's not 28. It's not even $2,799. Oh my. This is one of those that just is not going to last. And yet it's only going to be $2,777 for an incredible blue zircon and truly one of our top gems in all of the private collection. And yet that's why it got such an impressive diamond weight around it at 124 in the diamonds. In the white gold, it stays. Who will get it? We will find out momentarily. And thank you so much. I'm glad you're with us tonight. And let me know. Like I said, I can always offer to show you whatever it is you'd like to see. Please don't hesitate to give us a call and communicate whatever you'd like to see requested on the air. Communicate that with us so we can help you find whatever that dream piece is. But at $2,777, we got 3 people talking about it, so it's only a matter of time. And then we'll show you that big Kunzite. We've got the really, I've got the gorgeous here, Santa Maria. That one's gone. Congratulations. This is what I'm telling you guys. I'm taking things deep out of the vault. The museum section of the vault, like this one, and we are blowing them out. So you're going to get some major values, and this one's a leaner because of that fancy cutting. It's not just a basic round either. This is the most mesmerizing stone, and it feels like a kaleidoscope. If you were just in the jewel tones of pinks, purples, and blues, it feels like a kaleidoscope of colors. It's 9197 is the number. That is our 1830. There was an 1816 the other day that sold out. Well, it was gone and it was one only, and it sold very quickly to somebody. And then there were, of course, sure enough, a lot of people who missed out and said, well, I thought I was going to get it and I didn't. Just like Joanne's caller is saying, I thought I was going to get the blue zircon and I didn't. Well, again, this is why I'm bringing this one out. It's even larger. It's even a slightly fancier cut to it. And it's got this notched outside edge, which is called the girdle of the stone. And then it's also, look at this, the faceting, and it's all one stone, but it looks like a different facet pattern here among the center than it does on the outside. And that's all it's what's happening on the inside that's making that very appealing and specialty look. I will show you how that looks. Look at this. And then the basket it's set up in, and then the big trillion, actually these are fancy cuts too, they're not trillions. They're actually a trillion meets a trapezoid, if you will. It's a really cool 5-sided, so I guess we could call it a pentagonal shape, but it's this really cool look with 5 sides. And yet that is a fancy cut, and there's 29 points there. So they're about 15 points a piece, and we're going to blow it out right now. Simple and easy, best I can do, incredible value on this great gem. And yet it's not going to be, I love what it's not. It's not even $20,000 anymore. It's not $19,999 either. And who got that gorgeous zircon? Way to go, Diane. She beat a lot of people out on that one, so well done, and way to shop quickly. That is always the key. But let's take a look at what we can do here for better than 19, better than, let's just do better than 10. Got to make sure this is affordable. And there is only one, and it's in the white gold, and I know it's leaning. That's all thanks to that fancy cutting. And I got to try it on again here for you so you can see this beautiful size still away. You can wear a bigger stone. Look at that, making an impact, no doubt. You can have a lot, and I know there's a lot of shoppers out there. You go, I've seen it all, I know it all. You're not going to impress me anymore. Try. This one should be impressive because that cut, it literally looks like 2 different patterns within the same fancy cut round. It really does. And that is not something you see very often in a gemstone cut. And it's not even $4,999. One only, white gold only. That is in any size you need. And look, when you get your true size, this one's perfect right now. It's about a size 5. It works. You get your true size, and that's not going to do this or this or this or that. It's not going to fall every which way. When you get your proper size, it keeps it right centered up just as it should be. Let's take it even lower than 49, then even 45, then even $44.99. This one's going to go. Just too important here. Too important of a gem. Too important of a color, and yet the price tag is now, is there such a thing as too low? I think when it's too low, that's when you guys really like it. So let's make it $3,999 on the big Kunzite. The fancy cut, the very best, and the saturation level on point. Could not be better either at $39.99. So that is very important, and one only right there, and we'll see who's got it. Then we've got some coral earrings to show you before we get to our top of the hour. And what are we thinking? Top of the hour, band ring, the band ring I'm wearing. That is our big special of the show, or we can wait till 7 o'clock. We can do that too when everybody joins in. But there is, you know what, we'll do that. We'll wait on the band till 7 o'clock because I know we've got a lot of people that are going to join us a little bit later. We do have a very special, though, new item. New, and I'm very proud of it, and I'm very excited about the look, and they are pink pearls. We spent a lot of time with the white and the golden and the Tahitians. We're going to show you our pink pearls, but that's all coming up at the top of the hour. Before we do that, I have one pair of coral earrings with diamonds, and they are a lot of coral, and look at that color, red as can be. 111-1673 is the number. Out of the vault, you better believe it. Diamonds up top in front of your gorgeous leverback style. There is such a pretty look to these corals, and yet we're going to blow them out right now and give you the greatest value. I'm going to just show you one from a distance away so you can see that 1.5 inch length. We'll pop one on for you as well, and we'll give you a blowout price. So there's what they look like. There is your 1.5 inches, and again, that's total with the leverback. So as far as the diamonds, it's going to be more like 1.25 inches plus as far as where the diamonds sit in the ear, and we'll try one on for you as well. They stand the yellow gold. There's one pair only. They're an amazing true red, but this is that not cabochon. It's not going to have a flat back to it. It's going to be rounded the same way you see the front. That's the way the back and the sides look. So it's the same all the way around, no matter what angle you're seeing them from. So if you are, let's say, hair up, short hair, hair's back, ponytail, what have you, it's going to look exactly the same all the way around this coral drop, and it's super elongated. You can see it there, that really true stark red color we love as well, and yet diamonds up front, 7 points there. Let's go back to the close-up. Let's make this a lot more affordable than even $9.99. One pair and one pair only before we get to more earrings for our top of the hour, 30 seconds away. So stay with us for that, and we'll do this gorgeous pair for only $799. That's it. $799 for one collar on the beautiful red, and that's a true red, stunning coral material. So that's here in just one pair alone, and then I will borrow my Kunzite. That one's going to be still here at the moment for you, and then we are going to move right along to our top of the hour. And don't forget the band ring that I've been wearing that a lot of you were asking about. It's coming up next hour at 7 o'clock Pacific time, and then of course we have the fabulous earrings that are new that are coming up now. Can't wait. So we're going to show you this great pearl earring coming up. Welcome in, though, everybody. Glad you're with us tonight. It's a Wednesday night. We're live with you. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm your host here at TVON, and we've got an amazing top of the hour. We actually have two, so we're going to see that band coming up that I'm wearing. The unisex style, men's or ladies. Flat, meaning all going to be set down in, no prongs, so it really makes for that great everyday wearable style, the stackable style, the wedding band, the wedding, you know, whatever you want. The great for also anniversary bands that you want to stack. So it's so versatile. So we're going to see that coming up next hour. There's a really special opportunity to get a 30-point diamond. In either way, if you were shopping a gold band or a 30-point diamond, either way, the value is amazing. So you'll see that coming up top of next hour. But what are we going to do right now? Well, we've got something that you have not seen. Unless you've been watching, gosh, I'm trying to think the last time we had a pink pearl here. We've done a lot in the Goldens and the South Sea white pearls and the Tahitians, but it's been a while, many years since we've really seen anything in pink. And now we're actually going to bring you a pink pearl in an earring. So soft and pretty. Feels very year-round sophisticated, because I could see it like as you bundle up in wintertime with that big, let's say your big cowl neck winter white sweater or that cashmere, or you put it on with that really amazing Glen Plaid peacoat that you've got. This is sophisticated, but still we're going rare here. So you've got a really important look. We're going to show you our pink pearls here. Take a look at this. They're wild and just beautiful to see. This is also feeling a little bit like what we talked about earlier when we were talking about copper-bearing stones. We were talking about purples that really had a purple-pink element together. Well, this is a leverback, so I know they're looking a little different here, but there's going to be this diamond weight at the front. So where you have that hoop right here and here, that's what's going to be the top of your earring. The diamonds then extend down from there, and it leads into these gorgeous 7mm pink pearls. Item number is 9460. It definitely feels like a lucky 7 moment, because it's 7mm on the pearls, 2 of those, 7 points in diamonds. In solid rose gold, I have other good news. You can totally change the look and be a designer yourself just by saying the words white, yellow, or rose, because you're going to choose your gold color here. They are the pinks, which is why we were just so tempted to put them in the rose. But to be honest, they're going to look really good in yellow, and they're going to look really, really good in the white gold, I would say. So I would really consider going the white gold route here to show off the diamonds, and then having that nice little contrast with these. I would call them mauve. Now, I grew up in California. It seems like a lot of East Coasters say mauve. I say mauve, but I grew up in Southern California, where a lot of you are not. So I don't know, but mauve tone is what I would say, where it's kind of that dusty pinky purple combination, where it's really soft, it's really pastel, and there's still this gorgeous glow about them. So it's our 7 millimeters with 7 points in diamonds. You're going to see them on. There's a very nice wearability to the length, because it feels like the most subtle little drop. It's really not going to extend that much lower beyond your lobe. It really is about just that compact nature of the lever back. Don't forget, tonight we're also going to see big top of the hours in the band. We've got our best value of everything left in Tanzanite. I went through everything today. I have secured our best value in Tanzanite for you tonight. So if you want the bigger stone, we've got it. But this is what this looks like from a distance here. Let's show you the length measurement that it's going to give. It's going to be right below, I would say actually 5/8. We're not quite at 3/4 of an inch, but we're definitely over a half. So that's what it looks like from a distance. I'll pop one on for you, and just the shades of colors. And I wish that I could just shut down the lights right at this moment, because there's such a glow. Pearls are known for having luster. What is luster, after all? Well, luster is what I think a lot of us would actually term more like a pearlescence. It really speaks to the nacre's glow that it has, the multitude of colors you're going to see beyond just pink. We had to call them a color, we're calling them pink. But there's a lot more to it than just pink, I would say, and that's really where that luster comes into play. So you see here, you can jog it back a little bit in the ear, have that great diamond basically dropping from there, and then there is your gorgeous pearl in that pinky purple variety that still is going to give you a little bit of blue and green, still going to give you a little bit of golden. That's what luster is. It's not a flat, one-dimensional color. It's got this glow about it. They're just, I mean, seriously, they look almost like you just have a linear style while they are a subtle drop. And a hoop, because it's still going to be all one enclosed lever back style. So they really work beautifully, and they're comfortable on. Let's take a look at them close up again, give you a great value here, and certainly send them out at the top of the hour they deserve to be, where they're not even $9.99. And may I also add that I think earrings make a great gift idea. As someone who gifts a lot of fine jewelry and always has, may not be as much possible. I'm not actually sure I'm going to be giving, you know, the mailman's wife a piece of fine jewelry this year, like I usually do. I mean, it's just, jewelry's getting a little more expensive than it used to be. I used to get something nice for, you know, $8.88 or $9.99. Now it's a little tougher, but I love that we're making these very giftable. And I think earrings work as a giftable item, because it's not something that has to be as, let's say, style driven. You've got diamonds. Other than that, it's a pretty classic drop here. It's pretty straightforward. I think that anybody who has a piercing in their ear could wear these. I actually would not be opposed to wearing them actually in a second piercing. I'm someone who likes a hoop, and that, you know, right in that 1/2 inch style. So I wouldn't mind stacking these and layering them and putting them on an ear stack. I mean, don't be afraid to step outside the box and try new things with, you know, earring styles, just the way we do rings, and we add different looks together and change it up by the day. You can feel free to do that, but it's actually going to be better than $9.99. So you got a big old value coming up on the way, but this is giftable, and it's pearls, and it's more an unusual color, and they are the freshwater cultured pearls in the pink variety, and that amazing, well, not even $888 or $799. This is going to be a big value, and again, something you don't see. When are you going to see pink pearls? Well, it's been years and years since we've seen anything like this, so don't bank on seeing a lot of pink pearls going forward. It's a one and done in the earring. Obviously, one set of earrings requires 2 matched pearls, so there's only so many we can do at that, you know what, skip $799. Let's go even lower than $777, and we're going to light up these lines on a Wednesday night. We're just so thankful and glad you're with us, and no better way to spend a Wednesday night than shopping great jewelry, getting something collectible and unique, but saving yourself a lot of money doing it, and maybe making holidays even a little easy breezy, because it's still October and you can feel real accomplished and real ahead of the game if it's late October and you've already got some gift ideas checked off the list. That is the way to do it. It's not $777 or $699. I am proud to say solid gold. I don't think rose gold would be the number one choice for most of us because most of us wear either white or yellow. And good news is the pink pearl, I think, looks even better with either of those colors. So just think about what somebody or yourself, what you wear the most of, what's it going to work with, and yet there's that makeup color. And yes, we've got another pair and another pair and another pair. So far I've got 5 pairs spoken for. It only leaves us with about half of what I had to start. So come on in because we're getting busy and I'll keep on going. That's what I do for top of the hours. If you spend any time with me, make sure it's at the top of every hour because it's not random what gets here. There's something new and fresh and evolved and different and unique, and also a great value that I've got a lot of freedom to play with the price tag like I do on everything. But it being a top of the hour, I want to make sure it lives up to its billing. And this certainly does. At a price tag like $6.99, I'm going to take it even lower for you. We're going to blow them out and make them $599 a pair. Yeah, this is an actual moment happening right now where solid gold and diamond jewelry and with beautiful pink pearls that go every way. For those that go, I don't know, it's not the garish pink, it's not the bright pink, it's not the soft pink either. It is a true pinky purple shade, and it has so much luster that it can go with everything. Yes, a pink pearl that goes with everything, that's adaptable. It is. It's like that makeup color that being right next to your face, right where the cheekbones are, right where the jawline hits. That's the color you want. We use that anyways. We spend a lot of good money on makeup to have that kind of coloring usually right there at those points, to have it in an earring and be that continuous look. That is so pretty. And $5.99. Yes. Thank you on the coral earrings. Well done there. The coral earrings from earlier are sold as well. And then here we are with the fabulous pink pearls that are headed on out in a hurry as well. Congratulations on those. And do not forget, we had a couple pieces left in the first hour, just a few like our amethyst in the trillion, some of those blue-green Congolese, and our requests, the pink and purple tourmalines that I brought you as well. So they're here if you want to ask about any of those items and get them before they're gone. Later tonight, the single best value we have on Tanzanite. The single best value on Tanzanite that is here left in our inventory. Are you taking those as well? Thank you. So we're down to 2 pairs left on the pink pearls. $599. Oh my goodness. So that is amazing. And here we are. This is really important. Take advantage of it for $599. We're very busy on the phone lines. We have more shoppers on the line than we have operators. That's not a surprise. That's what happens. And $599. So that is such, again, you can watch every show I do. You could rewind, as a lot of people do, and watch every show from the past, and guess what? You're not going to find pink pearls unless you go way back, years and years. So there were a couple rings. If you have any of those, by the way, let's say you're a longtime viewer, you have a pink pearl maybe in a ring, something like that. Oh, well, that would be, it would be beautiful paired up together. Yes, go ahead. Hi, where was Linda calling from? Hi, Linda in Arizona. Anything else we can find for Linda tonight? Oh my gosh, I was just talking about that. Did she get it from us years ago? Wonderful. Well, Linda in Arizona, hello to you. She has a ring from us in a pink pearl that this is going to match. Oh, and I love a matching set in pearls. Very sophisticated. Very much so. All right. Well, Linda, thank you so much. Well, I'm right out to Arizona for you. And so the coral earrings are gone. The pink pearls are almost gone. And then we do have, there is a new markdown on one of the most important rubilites that exists with us, and it happens to be a heart shape, and that makes it special. And then I always call this the exclamation of love. That's what I call this piece. And you can use that or not, but this feels, oh yeah, look at that rubilite. Oh, come on now. This is so beautiful, and it's just, look at that heart shape. Now wait till you see it on, because you're gonna notice that it's got this drop, which is why I call it, like, to me it looks like an exclamation point. I'm a big fan. It's hereditary. My mom's a big fan of exclamation points. And I am too. I use them a lot. I did a lot of note writing the last couple of days. I've gone to a lot of special events lately. And, you know, yesterday was thank you note writing day. That's a lost art form. Does anyone still write thank you notes? I know some of you do, because I've received little notes from you guys. So I know, like Lynette last Wednesday, I got Lynette's note, and that was so nice, little thank you notes and things. I do. I love to write letters, but I gotta say, doing all that, I have to control myself on my exclamation points. Like, I have to literally set a limit. so I don't go overboard. But why not? Why not exclaim? Exclaim. I mean, why not? Life's too short not to get excited and effusive and, you know, be excited about what you love. And I think jewelry is something we can all probably collectively get behind. And this is 112-8458. And that is our 468 in a rubilite. It's out of our private collection. And my goodness, is it something. This also is going to be no diamonds. And I'm going to polish up that bail because it's just got one little smudgy on it. So let me, as I get ready to show you what it looks like from a distance, I'm going to just give that a nice little polish. And so everybody exclaim with me, this is going to look so much better now. It's going to be all polished up to perfection. And then this is what it looks like on the hand here for you. So you can see, exclamation of love, because it is the heart shape and that perfect kind of like the stiletto style we see, but not too exaggerated. It's not too long. It's right there at an inch, as you'll see right here. So 1 inch in length, and then we'll try it on the neckline for you. But that is going to be any gold you like. So if the yellow gold is an issue at all, go ahead and have us change it for you. That's not going to be a problem. Here's what it looks like from a distance away, just to give you a better idea of the size and how that's going to, even when the pendant or the bail portion is relatively still, you're still going to get some great movement from that stone. And is it ever pretty? You know, rubilite's a fine line. It has to be, and Tony, I appreciate that right there. Now, if it was my mama, right, there'd be 3 here, 1 here, 1 here as well, and probably 1 right up here at the 468. But it's very, very special, and yet, again, worth getting excited about because it's actual rubilite. There are so few stones that in the tourmaline family, which you know is vast, there are so few stones that actually are qualified with the exact color that makes it a true, honest to goodness rubilite. That's what the challenge is. There's a lot of pinks out there that are not rubilites. It has to be this color, this sort of reddy. It's like a, now, are you ready? No, that like red, more red than it is pink. It's still a combination. There's no actual real red tourmaline, like in a true ruby formation, but it's got that red secondary with that hot pink. So it's really, think fuchsia and red meeting together. And not cranberry either, really has that brightness and that pop to it. So this is our one only here. There's a new markdown. So if you have seen it before at $49.99, get excited that today, nowhere near that. My job is to make sure we reduce all these prices, and very, very well. And we're doing that now, where you're not even spending $49.99. Talk about an exclamation point moment. This is going to be deserving of that, because really it's about the size of that stone. It's about the epic size that this stone is giving you in that nearly 5 carat. I know this is not a ring with a carat in diamonds. When we've seen 5 carats in rings, what are they? 7 and 8,000. That's why 5 makes perfect sense here, yet it is not going to be 49 or anywhere close. It's not 39 or 29 or even $2,500. We're not even asking $24.99. And a true, honest to goodness heart shape, that's a heart shape. It sure is. And what a glow. You know, the rubilites tend to have a little bit more of the visible inclusions than typical pinks or any other tourmaline. Outside of the copper bearing, well, this is very clean for what that is. I mean, you see one little inclusion, which you would never see in real life, but it's right under the table right there. And that's actually just a tiny inclusion that you would never see if we weren't zoomed in with this 10 power magnification. But let's magnify the value. It's not 24, it's not 23, it's gonna be $2,299, and that is dropping to the all-time low right there. And then we're only 45 minutes away from that band with that big burnished diamond. Oh my goodness, men's or ladies, and everybody, it's universal. It is completely universal. So we'll see that coming up at the top of next hour. We've got this rubilite that's going to go. We have an aqua deal. What else? When are we going to show you the Tanzanite? That's the best value left in all of our Tanzanites. And Tony, thanks for sending that along to me. Renee, thank you so much. That's really sweet. That's a very kind thing to say. And BTD, that's Melody, right? Yes, Melody, thank you. Yes, go ahead. Thank you. That amethyst from our wheel earlier is gone. So the trillion cut, that trillion amethyst we had is gone. So that whole 777 wheel is now complete. And then here we are with a $22.99 heart-shaped rubilite. No diamonds, but none needed. It's just all about that stone, the clarity, the beauty, all of that. All right, coming up, we are on our way. We've got a couple more ideas to show you. There is a big yellow diamond. I always like to point out that we do have a carat 32 yellow diamond. And we kind of crave the bigger stones every now and then because you see our values and you say, I want something big. Well, okay, let me get the fingerprint off of it. Here's a preview of the carat 32. Are we going to take okay, take the exclamation away. Here is, oh my, oh, okay. Yellow diamond, brilliant perfection here. That is our 132. Oh, wow. 132 on the center alone. That's still to come. And a figure eight style detail on the sides, which really make that band. I like that because that's a bigger platform across the top, so I like having a sturdier band. And then you've got the 76 points in white diamonds. That will be still to come. I've got a couple aqua choices. We're going to start with the one-of-a-kind solitaire style. Who got the amethyst back there? Thank you, Mary, in LA, just not the LA here. The one we're at is LA City. She's in the LA State, which is Louisiana. Thank you, Mary, so much. So that one's coming up. And then look at this. Saturated? Yeah. This is my only emerald cut aqua of the night. It's a one-of-a-kind. Oh, look at this. 112, 69, 85. Wow. So it is more of a challenge. This is just the way it is. It is a bigger challenge to get your Sierra Santa Marias as good as they are. It's more challenging to see the saturation level be as deep and as bright in an emerald cut. That is a fact of life about gems. And this being what is normally a very light, barely there blue color, is coming through loud and proud with this carat 98 Sierra Santa Maria. Where are the diamonds? They're on the sides. This is that halo that is a more profile halo, which I think is, first of all, so very, very chic. It feels like the $1 million engagement ring. That's how they're setting them now. And then you would stack, you see how they elevated the baskets? You can stack next to it if you want to, because let's say you want forward-facing diamonds. Let's say you've got that wonder ring that's just begging to be worn. Why not put that next to this more solitaire? Look at that. See, it comes right up next to it. See how it's not out here, but it's nestling right up next to it thanks to that elevated basket work. And so you have what looks like your blue diamond in your emerald cut, stunning diamonds around the edge. And you've got to keep it in the white gold. That is the thing here, but this is so important, and take advantage of it because I got a new drop in the price that is no longer going to ask for $29.99 on this very ring. It actually started higher than that, but the last time it actually was seen on the air, that's where it was at. Now it's less. A lot less. It's not $29 or even $19.99, and get ready because this is solid 18 karat. That's the other thing. We are seeing yet again some more of that 18 karat gold, which is going to all but, I think it already has, all but disappeared from the jewelry world. And now we are here showing you a band of solid 18 karat gold, and then that perfect, a word I can't use very often, because is there really anything in nature that is perfect? Not really. Not much in the perfect category in all of the gem world, in all of the, jewelry with natural gems. Well, where are you going to find perfection? That's what this stone is for color. You don't have a clarity issue with aqua. It's not one of those heavily included stones, so you're not worried about a clarity issue with aqua. It's always going to be that it's just blessed with natural beauty and clarity. Typically, you very rarely see an inclusion in an aqua, but what you want is the color, and that's where the challenge lies. So as we take a look at it, we're going to show you a better than $19.99 price tag, and better than $1,500, better than $14.99. So much less than it's ever been before, and it's going to go into that wonderful level of only $1,299 instead. So that is a major emerald cut, and the way it is set up, just think that is one of the prettier, more sophisticated, yeah, the cut and then the setting all working together here, sophisticated beyond, and a gorgeous color. You know, not everybody needs a lot of flowers. And like the flowery and the this and the that and the whoosh and the wispy and the that's all. I see. I like both. I like all styles. I can go really simple and minimalist, and I can do really funky out there. I mean, it just kind of depends on the mood. It's like that's the beauty we have as women. We can change that up. We can change our style and our personality and our look day by day. Day by day, we've got a lot of freedom to play. Men don't have as many options, right? They can't change their hair every day necessarily, and can't change their makeup every day, or can't go crazy with the color palette usually either. It's just, we have a lot of freedom, and I think with jewelry, you can have those real classic styles like this, but still done with details and designer elements and all of that. So that's important at $12.99. And then we do have, do you guys want to see the little preview? when it comes to the most incredible value we have left in Tanzanite, there is one that stands above the rest. And it has yellow diamonds, and it's super star saturation, and it's over 11 carats in size. So at the top of the hour, we're going to see that band ring that I'm wearing for everybody asking about it. We will see it. But then there's a lot of color in the meantime. So let's get to all of that. This one's $12.99. Man, for 18 karat gold, no less. Look at that. 18 karat gold. The basket is like your X marks the spot, coming right up from the center to the prong corners, to the diamonds all the way, all four sides on that profile in diamonds. That is a beauty. Look at that. That's what it does when it's leveled up right to your eye. Amazing. So then I do want to show off these blue zircon earrings. We've had all of our earrings be very popular so far. This is new right now. And what a color. If you missed out on the ring, maybe you're looking to match a blue zircon you have, check these out. 112, 9,500. Should probably be the price tag as well. They are bright as can be, rounds. There's nothing, if you ask me, like a round blue zircon. Talk about the way to show off double refraction at its very best. Look at that material. Look at that. It feels like, are you even real? Blue zircons, are you for real? Look at that color and that pop and double refraction to boot. And that's going to be that bright turquoisey color. I just want to separate these a bit so you can really see that gorgeous color they have. And this diamond, like think of it like a super elongated marquise, the way that diamond pave is structured right above the zircon rounds. 705 is the carat weight on your blue zircon round, so 3.5 carats plus on each. And then you do have 18 points in diamonds as well, in the white or the yellow or the rose. You do get to decide. So you get to choose your favorite gold color here. It's going to be a nice little drop that you have, nothing too dramatic, but some length for sure. And let me show you that, how that's going to look. But again, this is so difficult to balance, and they've done a great job here. Look at that, perfect. And notice the prongs, instead of the corners, it's north, east, south, and west. That helps to balance it, creates that beautiful basket. But that is a stone that is sitting face forward, directly straight out. That is so lovely the way that's done. And it is, look at that, as still as I can be. And yet that stone never quits. The stone doesn't even need to be moving to show off its own brilliance. That is double refraction. And there it is, just over an inch and a quarter, I would say, top to bottom. I'll pop one on for you as well. And then they're going to be a great value. This is for the dream. You don't see many blue zircon earrings, especially with these larger sizes that go, you know, every now and then we'll have a pair and then they go to $25,000 and everybody says, oh, well, maybe one day, but not today. This is so much more, and I don't have the backing in, so keep that in mind, but just to show you for instance of what they look like from a distance. Obviously, they're going to sit a little more taut on the ear, but that's how they look. So that perfect, again, that placement of the stone just being right there, right at that jawbone, amazing kind of look. That's all strategic to really give you the most flattering style possible, and yet this amazing look of those bright turquoisey blues that are just outstanding, aren't they? They show up. They shine like no other. They're brilliant like no other. We'll go back up close. Just want you to see the length. And remember, even going that extra mile to change that gold color if you'd like. But no longer, okay, I cannot do $17,999. That is just not going to fly with all these big values I have here tonight. And actually, that might be a little better upright angle to see those stones. So if I can just situate them here so you can see them really well at their same angle and do even better than $79.99. Even better than $69.59. You know, I know we got blue zircon earrings very seldom here. It's time to make sure that when I do have a pair, especially the new like this, that they can be ridiculously affordable. And that's what I'm going to do. Got to make it happen for you. Not even $59, $49, or $39.99. Suddenly, that's where blue zircon earrings just simply do not go. We're going to make it even better. They're not $39. Come on, guys, $3,900 for an earring like that. 3.5 carats each in rounds, no less. The most important cut you could ask for. And it will not be $3,500. I'm just keeping on going here. Keeping the value train going. I mean, it's really amazing what we're seeing today. And yet not 35 or 34 or 33. Come on in. Only one pair. They're gorgeous. And you see the doubling effect. If they look a little slightly blurred as they shift from one side to the other, that is the close-up that's showing you the double refraction. And yet they're not even 33. Let's blow them out. $32.99, one collar. Blue zircon, and they are gorgeous. Really stunning. And any gold color you want, you've got. So that's also incredible. And we do have a color change Sphene, by the way, in a ring that's more affordable. I know a few of you have been asking me for those lately, so I will bring one out. We'll show you a very affordable way to get a color changing Sphene in a ring. Okay, so coming up, let's do the Sphene, and then we've got bottom of the hour, 2 minutes away, and there is something special happening. You know what we just saw with that emerald cut aqua? And it's still here. But I think one of the reasons we don't see a lot of those solitaires be as popular is because we're used to seeing lots of diamonds. Like this, perhaps. Same color aqua, but a bigger size and a lot more diamond weight. Stick around. I should probably show that right after the emerald. Just a reminder, we'll do all that, guys. We'll do everything. Look at this. This has got to go to the side. Look at this Sphene. Look at the color change Sphene. Oh, yeah. So here is, we already saw the pendant of the day go out the door. And now, this Sphene. Okay, so come on in quickly, and then we'll get to that. Bottom of the hour special is going to be the aqua and the bridge, I've decided. I love that aqua and the bridge. We'll bring that out. And I think we're craving diamonds, so we will do it. But here's the Sphene that is 112. I lost it. 9176. 9176. Okay, ladies and gems, gems. Did I just say ladies and gems? Yeah, ladies and gems. And gents, too, if they're out there. We've got our 65-point Madagascar Sphene. I tell you what, 63 points in the diamonds. Pretty classic here, wouldn't you say? For those of you that have been asking for lighter, brighter Sphenes, here's your lighter, brighter. It's the lighter, brighter. It's not too dark. It's not overly saturated greens. It's giving the bright and it's giving the bold. Are you still getting the dispersion? Heck yes. You've got the reds, the blues, the oranges, the yellows, all that's coming through. It's in the yellow gold. You can change that. Change it if you like. But we have got to do something wild here. Look at those colors coming through. I saw blues, which you rarely see. That's a function of having it be that lighter green. So we never want them to get too overly saturated because otherwise they look like this. And we don't want them to look like that. We want them to be green, color change, Sphenes. And then what do? Go into red. And then all that dispersion level, this band is coming up in 30 minutes time, 30 minutes away from this, men's or ladies. Everybody can wear it, stack it, wear it, bold to go. By the way, think about different fingers of the hand, pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. It works anywhere, but that's coming up in 30 minutes. This Sphene is one only. Change the gold color. We're going to get you the size you need, all of that. And yet it is one in the world, and we'll blow it out right now. So long to $39.99. Bye-bye price tag of $4 grand. You're deserving, you're worth it, Sphene, but we got to do better than that. It will not be $3,000 or $2,000 or $19.99. This is the one and only. So please dial quickly. We've had too many people today just missing out because they're a couple seconds just late on the lines. Don't want that to happen to you. You can prevent all of that by dialing in. That's all you've got to do. Just dial in the second you see it and be ready for the price tag to drop again from 15 to 14 to 13, and let's just really send it out, $1,299 instead. And if it's a great way to try the color changing varieties of Sphene that are so rare to begin with, but then of course any color change stone is rare. But to get a Sphene like this that has those magical green to red properties, they do what alexandrites do, but even alexandrites, they tend to be more blue-green. It's the original Russian material that goes from green to red, and we don't see those anymore. So we see the Brazilian stones, which have more of a, they're lovely, but they have a blue-green color into red. So this is where, you know, you really get a true green to red, which is so sought after when it comes to color-changing variety gems. It is that stone that, of course, no matter what color it happens to be in at that moment, it's going to deliver all the dispersion levels. So that's important too, because you got all the other colors, and you see that on display. Okay, so you ready for the bottom of the hour? We just had that gorgeous solitaire. It was a 198 aqua emerald cut stone. We're going to show you the next best. And, oh, this is going to be exciting because we have the bridge mounting here. The bridge is here, and what a piece to build. What a piece. Now, even next to my band, which is a good size band that we have coming up, next to that, it just completely, you see it, it's a powerful piece. But this is where the bridge began. And we've since done smaller versions, And yet this is usually the one that, generally speaking, if you like a big bridge mounting, if you're into the idea of diamonds around it, diamonds under it, diamonds on the sides, diamonds every which way, you want to go big. So this is how you do it. So this is going to be our aqua that is a nice little, I think, departure from where we were here. So just to remind everybody, this was the emerald cut solitaire with a few diamonds on the sides and a band. Now compare that to this, which is going to be a much bigger size, a humongous diamond weight, and it's going to be a really cool value that's worthy of the bottom of the hour, which is also the halfway point of the show. So glad you're with us, and welcome on in. If you just tuned in, I'm glad you're here with us on a Wednesday night. So this is item number 112-9364. This is that impeccable blue that, for the record, is nowhere else. Okay, so there's not a lot of people that are offering Sierra Sun Rays outside of auction houses. That's the only place I've been lucky enough to see them before, was actually outside of the ones that I personally handled and sold, of course, are auction houses, $60,000 and $70,000 carat stones. They are not inexpensive stones. It is the literal best of all the Blue Beryl family, which of course is Aquamarine, and that's what you have here. Sierra Santa Maria, it's a 253. It is an oval, equally as difficult. You know, we were talking about the challenge of an emerald cut, delivering great saturation of color. The same challenge exists with an oval. We see this and talk about this with Tanzanites a lot. Ironically, tonight, going to have an oval. It's got a lot of saturation to it. So you get that here. Let's take a look at it together. See what you think of it with that 122 bridge all over the place. Do you have diamonds underneath? Yes. 2 rows underneath. Look at that side to side. I'll get the fingerprint off the sides. I just put it down. So here it is from one angle. Look at those diamonds. Look at the little bit of the stone glowing through there. You can see some of the base of the stone. Double row running through it. 2 rows. That would be top and bottom meeting up with the halo. And then this is my favorite part of all. The bridge mounting. I like looking at diamonds. But you know what I like better? Looking at diamonds through another amazing gem. Like what you're seeing right now. Focus on the aqua. I know you're probably trying to peek around there and see those diamonds run underneath. Look at the aqua. Look what the aqua's doing right now. Look here. Is still, where are those rainbows coming from? Those are crown facets that are showing off. You see it right there. Do we not? I hope we're all just, I wanted you to see what I'm looking at. I'm focused right here. Do you see this? The crown faceting here. And do you see how there are rainbow colors coming through? And if you think this is something you're only going to see on TV or from this perspective, no. This is one of the reasons this mounting is beloved. It's not as much about the carat 22 in the diamonds as much as it is about what those diamonds do and how they interact with the gemstone set in the middle. And that is it. This is just like a looking glass of Cinderella blues. The looking glass was someone else, but Cinderella blues is really, there's a very distinct color you're getting there, which is that very feminine blue. I think blue is, you know, we think of blues, and I think we think primarily it's a masculine color, but then we realize there's all these different shades and all these different gems that produce these gorgeous blues. But this 253 is major. And oval showing off color like that is impressive. We had the last solitaire, which again, you can't really compare. It was a solitaire band. It had a couple of diamonds and it had a smaller stone. Yet that one was down to an incredible price, but it was still $1,300. That's probably why you're guessing and guessing correctly. If you're thinking $59.99, you are correct. Ding, 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 $59.99. But that's not going to win any prize tonight. That's not going to get the job done tonight. This is where you guys are playing the game of value. And you know that you tune in here every single day, every Monday, every Wednesday through Sunday that we're here. I can declare to you that if you're playing along with TVON at home, no matter what day it is, no matter what the day, the occasion, the item, you are winning. There's one clear winner, and it's you all, the shopper, because nobody else can get values like this worldwide outside of this network. And I'm telling you right now, this is where I really want to wow you. That halfway, midway point of the show, where we've got a $6,000 aqua that needs a home. I think it's even been here fairly recently at that price, and it wasn't that long ago. We were talking about it, looking at it, and we were loving it. Let's go better than $59.99. You are going to totally, I think you're going to be very, very happy with what I'm putting together for a big Wednesday night. And boy, does it pay to be with us on a Wednesday night to get these values when it's not even going to be $59, $49. You want me to give away jewelry? I'll give away jewelry. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and don't hesitate to call early. We just had a gorgeous aqua, but it was smaller with 20 points in diamonds. This is, and it was just a, look what that's doing. What now is, look at that. Do you remember when I told you that the diamond brilliance through the stone was not just something to see up close, but instead from a distance? Look what that's doing now. This is yet another aspect of the stone that cannot be fully appreciated until you see it from this distance away. And look at that, what it's doing. The sparks. This is, let me remind everybody, no star, we're the only network. We don't have the star filters. We don't do the post-production editing. There's no light box shot that was produced weeks ago that we're showing you as a tape. None of that. There's no star filter on the camera lens. We say, you know what, our stones don't need it. Nothing needs it. Nothing needs it. It's just let the beauty of Mother Nature and, of course, great gemstone cutting and great designer settings, let that beauty be what you see. That alone is going to accomplish what everyone else is trying to do artificially, we can do and rely upon with our natural stones in our pieces that we create for you, and you're not paying $49.99. Come on in. Aqua, you need to try it. If you're already saying, I have aqua, I'm good to go. Thank you very much, I got it. I'm good, I got my aqua. I have an aqua from years ago. I got an aqua, it's March's birthday, I'm good to go. Please try Sierra Santa Maria. Please try the best in the world. Try this material, get it at home. You got a money back guarantee, so you're A-okay there. Try the aqua. See if that isn't, and you can always, you know, if you've got to resell, you got to, you know, pass those other pieces along to the future generations. They'll love it. They'll love that, getting their piece early. You're going to have the best in the world, and you deserve to have the best in the world. You deserve to have that incredible quality that is only here. And yet, 70,000 a carat, yeah, I think we passed that long time ago in an incredible mounting. It's not going to be 49. It's not 39. Come on in. Don't be shy. This is the one to get in that amazing bridge, and the way it allows these aquamarines. And I'm talking about all of our Sierra Santa Marias because it's all I bring. Look what that does, how it brings that stone to life, more like beyond. This feels like some kind of superstar from another galaxy altogether because of what that stone is doing. And yet beautiful cutting, not 39. Okay, we go lower. What about 2,900? No, can't do that either and expect it to go, not on Wednesday night when it's all about the miracle of values. Blowouts beyond. It's not going to be 29. Come on in if you want it because that mounting is very pricey right now. It is, well, you know, and gold is projected to go up. I don't know if y'all read or talked about or have talked to any financial investors, advisors, anybody else, but there's been a lot of talk about gold in the last couple of days since I last saw you on Sunday. And there are projections of this material, and I'm talking about gold. And again, when you think, it's just when you think it can't go any higher, we may be in for a big shocker. We are projecting to see $6,500 an ounce gold prices, which for the record have never happened. That is never, that's not even, I can't even fathom it. But we are projecting to see $6,500 an ounce gold prices at the beginning of next year. That is what all of the metals markets and the financial advisors and everybody who, that's what they do. They get paid to study the markets. That's what they're projecting will happen. So this is where, again, mountings like this might very well be a thing of the past. Is my whole point to you. Now, obviously, we're here to deliver values no matter what, but that's a tough chore. So let's just be thankful that this was made some time ago. We're taking a discount on top of a discount, so we're getting you a better value, getting you the blowout price, getting you everything you need and want in the best aqua with a massive amount of diamonds. It's not about the gold as much as it is about the diamonds. For as expensive as gold is, that's not as expensive as the diamonds and definitely not as expensive as the aqua that is center stage of this ring. All of that, that's the really important part. And what about the amazing men and women who made it by hand, who put in all the hours and hours and hours of labor to hand set those diamonds and make the piece? And yet it's not even going to be $29.99, even lower. Take a look. We've got one major value here, and it's not going to be $2,500 either. Come on in. This is the only aqua you need. And now that it's the value I put together and it keeps on falling, this is the way to go. There are no, I don't think there's going to be a second opportunity on this one. This is a once in a lifetime moment. It's not 25. I'll keep going. We need a caller and we need you quick because trust me when I tell you it's going to be gone. You can't give away jewelry on live TV that broadcasts nationwide and expect a value like this today to be available and just here and hanging out, it's going to be gone. It's not 25. I'll keep on going. I didn't think this was actually necessary, but we're going to keep on going. What about 2,499 on a carat and a quarter in diamonds almost. Lots and lots of gold. A big old 2.5 carat plus in the aquamarine. And if you think aquamarine is affordable and nothing, well, that's the other material that's out there is really inexpensive compared to what we're showing. Sierra Santa Maria. Any questions? White gold or yellow or rose? There's a question answered. You can have any gold you want. Want me to make the $5,000 plus mounting? I'll make it. I'll make it for you. Well, it's probably already made. We just need to transfer the stone. And probably not the rose, but in the yellow, it's probably ready to go. How about 24? You know what? I'll go even lower. I hear phones ringing. I haven't heard sold. It's one thing to hear the phone ring. It's another to hear the word sold. We got to hear both. So one leads to the other typically, but we've got to get this out and moving out. So we've got only about now 18 minutes to go till that band that I'm wearing comes up. Men's or ladies, everybody can wear it, stackable style. This cannot be $24.99. We got to go lower. And I will. I'm going significantly less right now. It's not even 24. If you have not dialed, please do so now. Please get on those phone lines and ready to go. This will not last. There's enough we understand about value here, and I think it's fair to say we're there. We're at the value of a lifetime, but the fact is it's going lower right now, and it's not going to be 24 or 23. Come on in. I'm giving away jewelry. You're here to see it. You're here to be a part of it. You're here to actually take the values, be the winner, and for those of you that have never shopped here before, this is where you begin. Try this. You got a money back guarantee if you think that's too good to be true. That can't be gold. Those can't be VS diamonds. Well, come experience what hundreds of thousands of shoppers have experienced over the last decade or so, and why it becomes the only place you ever need to shop. Okay, this is getting silly. Do we have anybody thinking about it? Do I need to go lower? I will. I'll make it 22. Now, you know what? Skip that too. Let's just really make it wild here. So this is what we got to do on Wednesday nights, and maybe why you want to put a little reminder. Ooh, I don't want to miss a Wednesday ever. You can't miss a Wednesday. You cannot miss a Wednesday. Because when you miss a Wednesday, these are the types of values, opportunities, sales, discounts, blowouts, all of that. This is what you miss. And I'm so glad you're here to see this one now. Make it a point to be with us every Wednesday. Crazy things happen. Values are on point. Things get better than you're even used to seeing on other ordinary days. We're going even less than 22 or 21 or $2,000. I am serious about moving this piece of jewelry. You're going to be thrilled you got it. And if you've ever wanted premium aqua, Sierra Santa Maria, that's it. The best of March's birthstone is right here. One of the best of the Beryl family. I know emeralds get so much love of the Beryl family, but aquas in really good quality are right up there. Actually, a lot of Sierra Santa Marias will exceed the value of even emeralds out there that aren't top quality because it's so important. And you've got true story. I mean, I got to be real with you here. The jewelry department is on site here. I'm going to tell you something right now because we know this all too well. That mounting cannot be manufactured by our own jewelry department. The artisans we have here on staff who are here every day making this incredible jewelry for you, I'm going to tell you right now, that cannot be made. I'm talking about the mounting. Just the carat 22 in diamonds in the gold cannot be made for the price that I have there on that screen. And if you're familiar at all with what's happening in the last many years in gold and diamonds that continues to soar and go crazy, you already know that. You know that. This isn't a hollowed out lightweight piece. It's not some kind of so-so I3 ugly diamonds. These are bright, flashing, brilliant superstars of diamonds. And once you try, I will give you this morning a disclaimer if you're new, once you try VS diamonds, you're never going to be able to go back and shop anywhere else for diamonds. You can't, and you shouldn't, because you don't need to, because what would you spend on low quality diamonds out there? A whole heck of a lot more than $2,000, and I'm making this better. And you're getting the premium aquamarine of the world, and you're getting solid gold, and you're getting a carat and a quarter almost of VS sparkling diamonds, and it's not even $2,099. This is a value. This is a value. Take a look at the ring. I'll try it on again. It's not going to be $2,099. I need to know if you've got it. We're going to give it probably 60 seconds. Will it last? Probably not. But I will make this $1,999, and that's it. And I'll try it on again. But there is your value. That has got to be the biggest Sierra Santa Maria value I have ever had hosting this show for the last 9 years that I've been doing this. And I've been doing this 25, 9 years here, 9 years straight. So I'm telling you right now, that's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pieces of jewelry. And yet that aqua is, how do you do better than that for $19.99? How is it better? How do you, if you had all the diamond access in the world, gold at the ready, a big bucket of Sierra Santa Marias, you can't make it for that. Even if you're just literally, all you're tasked to do is the labor. It is impossible. So that is how you make it happen on a Sierra Santa Maria in a very high-end mounting that is a superstar color. You know how most aquamarines have no color? They have such a faint blue, you would never know it was blue unless somebody actually told you, unless somebody pointed it out to you. That's not the case here. This is stunning. And yet all that diamond weight to go, look at the bright blues. Look at what that's doing. I'm not adding those sparks, those stars. They look like North Stars happening at the same, they're all through the stone, by the way. It's just about movement. Look at how that happens all the way throughout the stone. And then seeing the diamonds are running underneath it as well. So seeing those diamonds flicker on through, why would you not think about really shopping that aqua in that mounting and getting that for your very own and trying it? All I'm asking you to do is try it. I'm not asking you to commit to it for life. I'm asking for you to let us send it to you for free. Let us get it in your favorite gold color, in your best ring size. Let us do all of that. Let us get it to your doorstep for free, because there's no charge for the shipping. And let us do all that. And then take your time. Decide. Wear it. Live in it. Show it off. Ask a friend. Ask a neighbor. Ask a jeweler. Go ask your jeweler how much they would charge you to make the ring themselves. Those are the keys to knowing, did you get a value? Well, I think that's obvious. I don't think that I'm trying to convince anybody right now that that's a value. I think that that is the most obvious value we've had. But to get that, and again, I know we're all used to values, so that's the other hard part about what we do now, is that as the marketplace changes, you guys only want one change. You want us to go lower. And that's really challenging to do while everybody else who sells jewelry on the planet is moving their prices up by the day. And we're going lower. We are saying, no, let's hold off on that. Let's go lower. Let's give you better value than it was yesterday, than it was last month, than it was last year. And that is an impossibility. And yet look at us holding strong to our true word, which is our commitment, our philosophy, our principles of value. That is what allows us to stand out, and that's what that ring does. So final call, $19.99. We'll move along in 60 seconds. I got to move and show you something else. We've got a couple of minutes till we get to that top of the hour, that band that is also going to be a wonderful value. I have a new mandarin. We'll get to our best price per carat on Tanzanite that is left in the entire inventory. How about that? That's going to be here. I have scoured. I went through this afternoon, decided I would look at every blue wing we had left, and found you the best value. And it's this gorgeous stone with yellow diamonds. So we even amped up the yellow diamonds. So why that happens to be the best value, I don't know, because that's got those real premium diamonds. And then we have another little wheel. I've got a really fun wheel coming up. But last call, $19.99. Wow. Okay, so we carry on. It's Wednesday night. Hi, everybody. Glad you're with us. I'm your host, Lauren Blair. We've got a couple of minutes here till our, the big band coming up. The band with the big diamond. It's a big band with a big diamond, and it's for everybody. Everybody, men's, ladies, any size, any age, any style. Everybody can love on this band. This one with a big white diamond right there. Look at that. That is a close-up of the band. Wait till you see that diamond in focus. Wow, is that ever something? Okay, so now we get to talk a little bit about, I just want to highlight this. You know, it's funny, I did find an emerald cut aqua in a bigger size. It's the mama version to the other one. So that's here too, just a little FYI. Now, I do have a really good pink zircon. Let's blow this one out. It's a huge stone. I think this is the biggest blue, pink zircon we have left. And is this the one that I don't love? Hold on, I think it is. Let me leave that one aside. Let's put up something else. I've got a really pretty, because this I had in a ring the other day, and oh, did it go quickly. There was a different color, but same kind of colorway, where it was that pinky, peachy, golden. Here we go. 112, 6283. 6283, that is tourmaline. In the most exotic color. It's like a padparasha, pink meets golden. It's got that peachy tone overall, but do you see there's like a row? It almost looks like through the center, there's a line that is not an inclusion. It just is a little natural ombre of the colors here. And that looks like it's got a golden, almost golden green color through it. Diamond weight is 42 points. They're all nice big individual sizes here, 7 on either side here. And that is our really rare combination of colors in the Congolese. So that's our 4 carat 80, 42 points in the diamond weight, and that is a 1 only. So that will be, and continue to call and ask about anything you've seen from earlier. We still have a couple pieces left from the show. We got about 7 minutes to go until we see that gorgeous band that is going to be, talk about a value you will not see going forward. We're going to bring you our last chance on that diamond band with the big solitaire size, so that's coming up. But this one's got to go first. The 480, isn't that just magical? It feels like such unique colors coming together, and that's all natural. Remember, tourmalines, as a rule, they don't get any treatment. No heating, no nothing. There's no extra help that these stones get. So when you see this on the hand, oh yeah, look at that. You can really still, now it really looks like a bicolor, only it ombres from one color to another to the next, then it bookends those colors top and bottom. So very unique and bright. It wouldn't be bright like that if it didn't have great clarity, which is another little feather in its cap here of what the tourmalines don't usually do, is great clarity. And that one is, you know, blow it out real quick. We'll just do something quick. It's not $59.99 any longer. Huge value. Send it on out. We'll make this one just $1,888. $1,888. And then just FYI, I've got massive gold quartz earrings. If anybody might be looking for gold quartz earrings, they are very large. They look like cameos, but in earrings. I'll flash them. We'll see if you like them. There are 2. That's the size. They are so cool. Maybe we just show these because they're so unique. They're just so unique. I mean, and we don't ever have 2 gold quartz that look exactly alike. But why not? And maybe they'll sit a little better east-west for the moment. They have great finishing on the inside. You'll see that. They are a centered post, so that does allow you to wear them either east to west, north to south, or at an angle if you wish. Yeah. I was wondering. Sonia's brand new with us. Hi, Sonia. Sonia's calling from Ohio tonight. And a first-time shopper. I love that. Thank you, Sonia, so much. Well, welcome to our show. Thank you for shopping tonight. And did she mention how long she's been watching? Was this her first time, or she's been watching a while? Well, either way, I'm really excited for you to get your first piece, and I would love to hear from you when you do receive it at home and hear what you think. But here we go with the gold quartz, 1125192. What a beauty. I have a ring in a pear shape as well, so we can show that as well. I got some discounts on gold quartz that I thought would be fun to share with you tonight. But look at that. Oh, look at the, now you got to see them on. I know that nothing's going to be relevant here until you see the size and how they look from a distance away, as we have now 5 minutes till our top of the hour and that band coming your way, which also makes a wonderful gift idea. So I hear Christmas trees are going up, like at the big, you know, the big places that we convene all through the season. So if it's getting close to like decoration time, I think we're all starting to think in that terms of holiday. So here we go. This is the big gold quartz. Yes. Hi, David. Hi, Sherry. Remind me, where are they calling from? That's right, Pennsylvania. Thank you, David and Sherry. Thank you so much. Hi, right back to you. It's so good to have you with us tonight. So this is the look from a distance away of the gold quartz earring. Framed, yes, they're ovals, but they're framed with a bezel. Then they've got this more octagon style around them, but elongated octagon. 9 carats total here of your gold quartz. There they are, 3/4 of an inch, a little bit more maybe, just a teeny tiny bit more. This is the great finishing, which I know you'll see up close a little bit better, but let me pop one on the ear for you so you can see it from a distance away. They have a big butterfly backing, so that's how they're going to be stable on the ear. I'm putting them exactly where the post of the earring meets the piercing itself, just so you can get a little sense of the size reference there and how they sit up. And that's really anchored with that undergallery, so they're going to sit beautifully against the ear as well for you. But they are just, that feels about as luxury as it gets. And talk about a stone that there's no duplicating. You can't get two ever identical gold quartz. So what fun to see stones that coordinate as well as these do. Let's go back to the wheel. Yellow gold only is how they stay. We're going to do that for, you know what, they start at 16,000. I know that's why they don't get much airtime, because that's a little rich to spend on one pair of earrings. That is that inside undergallery. Another look there so you can see that. I'm dragging them with me as I go. There you go. So that's what that, almost like four hearts coming together there, and then all with a little scroll work, and you can see what beautiful gold weight they contain. And of course, give you a little upright view here so you can really see those are some of the most gold dense stones we've seen. You know, sometimes the gold quartz will be smaller. Number one, they're not 4.5 carats, but then they just have a little splattering of gold or a little smattering. This is solid 24 karat pure gold throughout the stone, but here it's like taking up 90% of the stone or so. And they're going to be better than even 16,999. Got a much better value than a ring to follow. We'll make the earrings. This is a blowout price. Incredible value here. We're going to take them on down to just $2,499. Okay, that would be insane for one of them. The fact that this is a pair of earrings with that match set for $24. Now, you know I can't do a ring like that. If that was one in a ring, I couldn't do that for $12.50. That's how it breaks down, though. In more gold, in bigger diamond weight, you're getting over a ½ carat in each earring, and yet stunning. And don't just think about the gold that's in the 14K. Think about the 24 karat pure gold that is running prominently through those stones that are so big anyways, with 4.5 carats each. All right, so $24.99, then the ring to follow before we get to our top of the hour in that band, which is so exciting. But here comes the ring. Think about the earrings while I move that aside just so you can show you. This is where, look at this. That gold at the top is mirror finish thanks to the polish of the stone. And so it looks like you have mirror finished gold. I mean, it is essentially. And then that's on top of a different tone within the quartz. This is item number 112, 6373. And this is a one only in the pear shape. 383 is the size. Diamond weight here will be 46 points, and a ring, a big ring. Already a big stone, but then the ring just goes so much further out from this pear shape. It's still going to follow the lines of the pear shape, but when you see it on the hand here, you're going to see that's what I mean by really fills up the finger here, doesn't it? Side to side, love these little notch details, a little extra here on the side in either direction, that little triangle that is formed. So you have your entire pear shape. Yes, inside, these are actually little heart-shaped cutouts that are right between your diamonds and your stone, and they're all little heart-shaped, mill grain textured cutouts. Then you've got your diamonds on the sides here as well, just to complete it. So there's no hope of really, you're not seeing the band by itself. And yet this pear-shaped ring, oh, big value. $49.99 is where it started, coming on down tonight. This is one only, and think about the earrings to coordinate back with it, but we'll do this for $1,500. You know what, skip 15, skip 14. Let's go even lower. We'll just blow it out truly. $13.99 for our gold quartz. I mean, we had the blowout on the earrings, so we might as well follow suit with the ring. So that is $1,399 and a whole lot of gold. And again, beyond just what you see in the ring itself that makes that design, it's about the gold in the quartz as well. So what a beauty that is, isn't it? Super exciting to see that. And only one, $13.99. Okay, so it's almost top of the hour. It's band time. We've got the top of the hour and our biggest luxury gold value that we have of the entire inventory right now. Coming up for this big top of the hour. I'm so glad you're with us tonight. Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is our Monday here. We're so excited you're here to be a part of it. Thank you for joining us at this start of our week here. I'm so proud of what we have coming up next for you. Welcome in. I'm your host, Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We got another hour to go, and it all kicks off with this band, which is just an epic value. It's the superstar values that we do. There's no doubt about that. I've got a couple gold colors to show you, but I think now, unfortunately, we don't have the yellow gold in the house right now, not at least in the studio, but this is a yellow gold favorite. I will say, for everybody who loves gold right now and is obsessed with the idea of gold and gold that's going higher and higher and higher, well, guess what? We've got an old price. This is only the second time we've had this on the air. It was a very popular but limited. Ever since that day it debuted, we've been working hard to make them so that we can bring it back because we sold out of everything. Well, It's here, it's tonight, and it's last call. At least I can say last call at this value, because when we make it next, I don't even want to think about it. Remember what we're talking about? There was a big news event happened in the last couple of days that showed that gold may very well reach highs of over $6,500 in the coming months. That is another $2,500 more than the record highs it's sitting at now. That is all but unfathomable. And if you don't think that makes a difference in a piece of jewelry, it makes a massive difference in a piece of jewelry, especially one where you're creating not just a gold layer or a gold coating or plating, but instead a solid gold band that is wide like this one is. I've been wearing it on my index finger only because that's where it sits. That's where it fits for this ring size I have. I have a couple other ones I'm going to show you. It can be anywhere on the hand. Wherever you have an open finger, when you leave the house with your jewelry on every day and you walk outside the house, wherever you have a finger that is not covered in jewelry, maybe that's where this goes. Or it's also a great luxury piece to pair up with whatever you have. So you can stack it, you can layer it, you can put it on next to something. The beauty of having one solid, very squared off band like this is that it stacks beautifully with itself, with other pieces. So you can stack away, build as many as you like. This is what we're seeing traditionally sold in the designer house world as a wedding band for anniversaries. So we're seeing like the idea is whether it's every year or every 5 years, every time there's an anniversary, you stack another band besides the others that you wear. So it can be, again, that style. It's got a big diamond though. And that's where, I know the gold story is a big one, but it's not really the headline here. The headline should be the 30-point oval diamond that you have right there in the center. And it's the creativity in how we set it. Because we didn't set it with prongs, setting up high. That's a solitaire. That's a different look. We wanted to make this as universal as possible. How do we do that? With a style like this, where it's actually going to be the diamond set down into the band. So it's a style we call burnishing. It also requires more gold in the band to do this, because you got to start with more gold. You got to start deeper, because remember, diamonds are not flat. Diamonds aren't sitting like this. They have that depth to them, that culet, that pavilion, all of that. So when you're making a burnishing setting, you've got to add that much more gold so you can set your diamond within it. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. And sorry, I'm going to just polish mine up real quick because I've been wearing it. And then I'll show you some of the other sizes that we have too, so how it adapts and works on different fingers of the hand. But this is what I'm talking about. It's an oval carved. There's basically enough of the gold carved out of the sides, so when you see it from the actual, look at that, from the side profile view, it's set into the ring completely flush. It is set down into the band. So there is absolutely no prong, there's no sharp edge, there's nothing to catch on anything. And that is one beautiful and large diamond. The item number on this one is 1129245. Ooh la la. I got a rose gold to show you. I will tell you the yellow gold will be the most popular. It was the first time, the only other time this has been on the air. It was a very popular moment in the yellow. And I literally was so disappointed I don't have the yellow gold here in studio today. I'm disappointed by that, because it really is gorgeous in the yellow gold, especially. You know who you are. You know what gold color you wear the most of. I've got a rose gold on and a white gold on to show you some of the different looks as far as, from a distance away, and also how they stack. One of my favorite things to do with this band is put a white and a yellow and a rose gold on at the very same time and stack them to get that tricolor European look. And I'm telling you, because of the slight tapering in the back, I have just stacked a rose and a white together. Do you see they're two different sizes as well? And it does not matter. They're still sitting stacked flush together. So you've got one seamless style, but that is not a flat gold. As I was telling you, that has to be built up from the band where it sits on the hand up to accommodate that oval diamond. It's a 30-point minimum stone. Some of you, most of you are getting a third of a carat or more. It's 30 points minimum, okay? So we go back down to the close-up here. Show you what that looks like in the white gold. I wanted to put the white gold up close so you can really see how white and bright the diamond is. But it's also going to be our brilliant cut oval. We have busy lines already. Well, that's not a surprise. This is something that was first made, and I'm telling you, this was a while ago. It was about a year ago when this was first created and first made. It's a natural from the earth diamond. Again, for all of our new shoppers who are wondering, where do I find natural diamonds anymore? Because everyone's going the other direction. Everyone's going the lab-grown route and the synthetic route and all of that. You don't have to. We're getting you the real deal here, a 30-point white diamond in a brilliant cut VS quality, no less. Yes, we love those in our accent stones, but it's important to know that even as we go to these larger, important, really, really well-known sizes, there's still VS stones for you. Still giving you that amazing VS quality, the brilliant cutting we love, the bright sparkle you're going to get from every band, white, yellow, or rose. If you can get more than one, do it. It's men's or ladies. It's anywhere on the hand. I'm going to try them on in different respects. I have 2 on the ring finger now stacked. You can wear 1. You can wear, I've had up to 5 of these on at once. Granted, that was the middle or the index finger, but 3 is really comfortable. 3 really works. Even you don't have to have the longest finger in the world. 3 will work well because, again, the tapering in the back. You can go true to size as well and then still have that wearability, okay? So don't hesitate. If you have any questions on that, if you're stacking or buying multiples, let me know. But men's or ladies as well, I think because of the burnishing and the setting style, if they were prong set, it would take it a little more outside the realm of wearing for the gentlemen of the world. I think that being the burnishing, it works really well for the guys also. I love it as a thumb ring to pinky ring to anywhere else. Just tell us what size you need to make that work. Here, for example, is the rose gold on the pinky finger. Just to show you that. Again, it's far too large. I'm just going to play with them to show you some, for example, some what ifs. Look at that though. We've got this one here. I mean, look at that. That can be pinky all the way over to ring to middle. I'm just going to show you different ways you can wear it. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Let's take a look at the white gold. We're busy on the lines already. Now I got to wow you, because now you're going, sure. But I hear you say all the time that a regular 2mm band ring for the guys is out there right now for, it was 8,000. Now I guess we got to amend that now. It's more now. And by the way, let me show you some measurements here. The width. The width of the band, that measures 6 millimeters. That's not a 2mm band like most men's wedding bands are 2 millimeters. No, I'm going to show you the inside. That, 2.5. At the most narrow point in the back of the band, it's 2. And then up front, it's 6. So that is giving you an idea, and it's solid. This is not plated, and that is a natural from the earth VS diamond. Check that out. Thumb ring, seriously, it works really, really well. Flat in the sense that it doesn't sit up too high, no prongs, it's not going to catch, scratch your other jewelry, it's going to stack beautifully. It may be that anniversary band for that wedding anniversary. It could be just a gift to yourself. I think there's something about that solitaire setting, but again, not set up high in a prong basket. That's what makes it so very wearable. I love when you have the wearability. Think of what you put on every day. It's not always the really, dressed up fancy pieces that sit up high, that have a lot going on, that can be uncomfortable. It's wearable designs like this that are everyday go-tos, that are solid gold, but with that big diamond. Even in the rose gold on my skin tone, it's showing off because you've got the brilliance of the diamond, and you can get any gold you want, and this ring should be at least $20,000 anywhere you'd be shopping. And if you think I'm kidding, welcome to new retail on gold and diamonds. But we're going lower, so much lower. Take a look at this and get ready to be on the phone lines. Think about how many you want to stack. If you already have one, you might want to get another. Mix and match your gold colors. It is so beautiful that way, but it's also going to be better than $10,000 here. And I kid you not, gold bands like this size, gold band in your retail stores right now is over $8,000. No diamond. We're giving you wider gold, a big 30-point minimum diamond, a white, yellow, rose gold choice, sizing it for you for free, getting it to your home for free, all of that, and it's not going to be $99. Or even, how about this? If we really want to wow this customer, all the shoppers with us today, it's not going to be about $99 or $89 or $79 or $69. All those values we know from a retail standpoint are not values when you're shopping with us. I'm telling you, for that men's ring upgrade, the men's wedding band. You know the men's wedding band that's seen better days? Maybe it's been on his hand for 10 years, 20 years, 30 or 40 or more. And it's just worn thin and it's scratched to the nines. And maybe it's plain gold and he's ready to graduate up to that VS diamond so he can have what you're always wearing. The VS diamond sparklers that everybody's always raving about with the ladies' jewelry. Here's a way everybody, I mean it, everybody any age, the big Cartiers of the world and all those other big designers, they're doing designs just like this. But oh, get ready. And by the time December rolls around and everyone's in full holiday swing, I can't imagine what the prices are going to be. Not the same price you would see on a website today, because that's just not what gold and diamonds are doing. And so this is the way to get it. And again, when you're about quality, you go here. You know where to shop, you know where to go, and you know we're going to bring you the best value, bar none. And this is something I cannot do again. I cannot make this value happen again and again and again because of what's going on in the outside world. So this is your time to pick it up when it's not 6 or 5 or 4 or 3 or 2. And if we're going to make worldwide headlines like we always do, I'm known as the girl who destroys the diamond market. And you know what? I couldn't be more proud of that title. I will wear that like a badge of honor. I have all my diamond wholesale friends that always tell me, watched your show. Thanks for ruining the diamond market yet again. This is a classic example. Now could you say I'm ruining the gold market as well on top of that? Again, proud to do it. It gives you the value because everyone else is forced to basically get outside of the actual fine jewelry world these days. We're having to be forced to, if we got a budget of any kind, we're going to the lab growns, we're going to the gold platings or the mystery metals or the stainless steels or the bronzes. You don't need to do that. Don't lower your standards just yet. We're still here bringing you the best of the best and bringing it at a value for everybody. And it's not going to be 29 or 19 or how about this for a value? You want to really see the lines go crazy? We're going to go under $1,000 and make a band of solid gold and make it for better than even, oh no, it's not $1,000. How about $999? We're going to light up the lines. This is top of the hour worthy for that reason. And like I've said, if we can bring this one last time, and that's what tonight's about, it's one last time at a value that is unlike any you will ever see for as long as you shop for jewelry. It would take something really monumental to give a seismic shift in anything in diamonds and gold related to actually give you any better value than even $5,000. And let alone, we're going to take that $999. And again, if you need something for holiday gifting, if there's a special occasion coming up at any point in the future, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's a year from now, or if it's holiday time, this is the time to get this band and stack it and wear it and live in it. We are so busy on the phone lines. I'm telling you right now, I wish I had a yellow gold. The yellow gold is amazing. The yellow gold is my favorite. I'm just a yellow gold girl. I've loved yellow gold. I've always lived in yellow gold. I love it. This is an idea of what the two look like stacked together because I highly recommend to get as many as you need to stack because there's a rose and a white gold together there for you, and they're not going to be $999. And they're not going to be, and we're crazy busy because that is a value. Let me tell you this, my price tonight is nowhere near $999, and everybody needs a band. Everybody needs a band. If you don't wear one here, maybe you want to wear one here, or here, or here, like I was wearing, or wherever you want to, stack and layer, get one of every color. If you're like me and sometimes you switch out, I love my yellow gold, it's where I wear the most, but I have white gold days and I have a few even rose gold days. They're not often, but I do have them. I will tell you, get one of everything. Get one of every color gold you can while they're here because they will not be $999 or $899. We are very busy, and again, this is not going to last. This is your last call at this price tag. I have watched our own fabulous jewelry with our commitment to value that stands. I have watched our own fabulous jewelry go up a bit, and I'm going to tell you right now, this price is something that cannot be done. Not anywhere, not even here. And it's not $888. This is amazing. Remember when we did the small round brilliant diamonds? This is one big oval diamond. And what do I always tell you about ovals? Ovals face up bigger. And bear with us if you're waiting on the phone lines. I see you on hold. So bear with us. I can see how many of you are waiting patiently to get through. On hold. Stay right there. Don't hang up. We were going to have a little bit of a wait time. It's going to be about 30 seconds on the phone lines. Then we'll get you as many bands as you need. Think outside the box. For my ladies that are shopping, think about the gentlemen. For the gentlemen that are shopping, think about the gals. Think about the daughters and the granddaughters. One single solitary diamond works for everybody. Even if they're on the younger side, they can wear this as well. It's not all, this isn't going to be that $20,000 investment. It's not even $888. It's not even $799. Have I convinced you yet that this is our value of a lifetime? Well, it's about to get even better. And it's not going to be, and I'm telling you right now, nobody's doing this in gold. Tell a friend, get them to log on, TVON.com, Facebook, YouTube, wherever, even if they don't have us on TV, because this is the most incredible value in solid gold. And let me remind you, no plating, solid gold in white, yellow, rose. If you can get more than one, get more than one. You'll be glad you did. Get them in different ring sizes. Maybe you want one for a pinky and for your index finger. Get two in two different ring sizes, but it's not even $799. I'm going lower. This is the holiday value. I know it's only October 22nd. This might as well be the holiday value to end all holiday values of what we do here ever in our show. from here to the end of the year. And so the Hanukkah gifts, the Christmas gifts, the anniversary bands, the birthday presents, the retirement band, the one single solitary diamond can mean so many things. And I'm not even asking $7.99. This is unbelievable. And that value, look at that. Look at the way that's set. I adore the way this is set. As somebody who doesn't want my jewelry fighting with other jewelry, I don't want my jewelry fighting with fashion. You gotta love the smooth setting that is smooth as silk across the top. No prongs. That diamond will never be lost. It will never go anywhere. You could wear it, I would even say put this on a chain and wear it as a necklace. That look is very cool right now. That look is very, very cool. You could literally just put your favorite chain right through it and wear it as a necklace. It's not even $7.99, unheard of. You can melt them down if you want and make money if you want to. Keep the diamonds and melt them down, whatever you want to do. For my jewelry store owners out there, for anybody associated with jewelry, even if you just say, I like it, I just like it, you got to get this ring. See if it's not the best value ever. It is $777. The lucky 777s. You are the luckiest shoppers in the world right now. This is amazing. And again, it's all thanks to our buying power and right now an old price. Simple as that. An old price that is now back for at least one night. And here it is on a Wednesday night. And I'm telling you, if you could stack a white and a rose and a yellow, or maybe you do, like if you only do the white and the yellow, you get the white and the yellow and you get 2 in white and 1 yellow, or 2 in yellow and 1 white, and put them stacked together. And if you want to stagger the diamonds, you can. Like I have the diamonds lined perfectly so they're all straight up and down stacked. If you want to do like this little offset where you can stack, see how I did like one here, and if I had a third, or actually let me just use this one for the moment. If I did this, you could stack them this way. See how you can kind of play with the stackability too. You could stagger your diamonds. Now, of course, these are all different sizes, but you can stack and stagger, or you can align them perfectly, which I love to do. And I would, right now, what I would do is I would take the rose, put it in the middle. I would have the white, the rose, the white, have that look. You can make whatever you want to do here, but that is a huge value. And again, solid, heavy. I mean, again, it's not like a heavy ring where it feels uncomfortable to wear. It's supposed to be worn every day. You're supposed to put it on and live in the ring, wherever you're wearing it, from pinky to thumb or anywhere in between. And again, I've had, most of the time I wear 3 of them stacked, and it's such a cool look. By the way, 3 stacked together would cost you what, a little over $2,100. And do you realize you'd be wearing close to a carat in diamonds among your 3 bigger stones? That's amazing as well. So think about how those diamonds add up as you get 2 or 3 or 4 together in bigger sizes. Bigger size diamonds are where it's at. That's where the value's at. Big diamonds are where the prices go sky high. Anyone, even a high quality diamond in a small size, isn't going to be astronomical. But as you get into bigger sizes, especially ones that go over a 1/4 carat like this one does, right just shy or at a 1/3 of a carat, that's a big deal. And it's $777. Somebody over here is taking 3. I love that. Thank you so much. We just had, thank you, Rhonda. She's got 3 going out. She went with the white, the yellow, and the rose, which I suggested. We also have, thanks, Barbara. Barbara's taking 2. She's got a white and a yellow. Very good. And then gifting. I don't know what's going to be available in the gift world at large. Even if it's flowers, wreaths, greenery, the things you usually buy, the charcuterie boards. I mean, honestly, $777 is a price that is going to be far, far away from what you could ever acquire jewelry for. And it's going to be something that seems pretty normal when it comes to kind of maybe things that cost $400 or $500 in years past might easily be over $777 for more basic expected things. How great is it to get something that's everlasting and nothing down? I'm not going to put down those other gifts. I think gifts are lovely, and give what you can and give what is right for the moment. But I'll tell you right now, to get a piece of jewelry that is everlasting, jewelry that is forever. Diamonds, sure enough, De Beers was right on. They are forever. And gold, forever. And you've got a ring that you're getting in mirror finished. I'm sorry for the little, let me get the little thread off of it now. Picked it up, tried it on, and now there's a little fingerprint and a thread. So let me just make sure this is all polished up for its close-up here. So you know what you're getting here. There we go. All perfectly polished. Look at that from all the angles. I love seeing that side angle again. It's comfortable to wear even if you stack, I would say up to 3 of them. You stay true to size. So in other words, if you wear like a 5.5, I wear a 5.5 on my ring finger. If you wear a 5.5, I would get 3 in a 5.5, and you'd be fine to wear them all. Now, if you're in between sizes, let's say you're between a 6.5 and 7, you may want to go up to the 7 if you're going to stack them, but go true to size if you're not. So 1, go true to size. I'd say up to 3, go true to size if you're true to size. If you're on the edge and you're stacking, go up. If you're on the edge and you're wearing 1, just stay with your more or less true size. So that's how I would recommend the stacking thing, but it's men's and ladies, free shipping to try it. We've had a lot of new registers shopping tonight for the very first time. I would recommend anybody who's a never shopped off TV, never shopped off TVON, any jewelry lover, and maybe you're new to jewelry, maybe you're new to fine jewelry, maybe you're new to really good diamonds, maybe you're looking at sterling silver, maybe historically you've worn lab grown or synthetic or CZs or sterling, but now you're getting outpriced on those markets as well. Look at what we're doing on solid gold. We don't have sterling. We don't have lab grown, we don't have CZs, we don't have synthetic, simulated, or any coated plated metals at all. So this is the finest as it gets. And there's no metal more precious than gold right now, at least not on a price basis, that's for sure. So you've got that too, as far as jewelry metals are concerned. Jewelry metals are sterlings, platinums, rhodiums, and of course, gold. So that is really important. So you've got all the best, all here in one fabulous, beautiful, wearable classic package for $777 only. So that's what I want to recommend you do and try it out. Get it at home. Remember, you also have a money back guarantee once it's at home to make sure that it's perfect and wonderful and beloved by you or your gift recipient. So yes, make sure you do that. And again, if you want to give it a little early, go ahead. Go ahead, give it early, because why not start wearing the beauty and the luxury of really good fine jewelry? And I got to tell you, we don't have that many we could make. It's taken a minute to get everyone through. We are almost through though, not on the phone lines as much as we are the quantity that I can offer. That's going to be what's so critical here. So make sure you are on the phone lines in a hurry here. We're probably going to be 60-second clocking it soon just to make sure everybody does get one, because that will sell out. There are only so many 30-point minimum diamonds in VS Oval Brilliance that we have ready to go. And not every single one's made up, because it might need to be made in your ring color gold choice and your size. So again, they're not all set yet. We're really strict on what it's the quantity of the diamonds that dictates what we can and cannot do here. And so a beautiful piece, but out to you well in time for holiday gifting. You're going to have that for all these holidays coming up. I mean, think about it. We're only a month away from Thanksgiving. So it's going to be a piece you're going to really enjoy wearing as you see and visit family and friends and start to gather and get together for those holiday different moments and occasions and all those fun moments where we get to celebrate. And this is the best time of year, and $777 gets you a band. I would definitely consider getting more than one if you wear more than one gold color, if you are a stacker, if you want to put 2 around another ring and use them as ring guards, if you are somebody who's celebrating, maybe you know somebody who's getting engaged and they've done the engagement ring, but they're not aware that you need a band to go with it. This could be actually the same band that anybody wears. I mean, whether you've got a couple's gift, a his and hers, a partner gift. I mean, this is really it, because it's really something everybody can wear. And the men are going to enjoy it too, because it's a style that works for them just as well as it works for us gals. So that is a really beautiful band. $777. Nobody's got a value like that. Scout it. Check it. I would absolutely happily have you check and do comparison shopping, not with necessarily a 30-point individual diamond band. I'd have you compare that to just a plain gold band. I really would. I would not, actually, I would really think you're going to be challenged right now to find a 6 millimeter wide at the, again, tapers in the back to 2.5, and then it's everywhere in between, because you see how it's tapering down the sides. So it goes from the widest point 6 millimeters to the most narrow point, which is not narrow, 2.5 millimeters. That's still bigger than your average band is, by the way. Average bands are 2 millimeters. Yes. Thank you on the gold quartz earrings. All right, the gold quartz earrings from earlier just sold as well. So a lot of pieces from earlier also going out the door as we see these gorgeous diamond bands come close to sell out. But that's the thing. You can wear them comfortably no matter what you deem comfortable for yourself. If you like bigger jewelry, if you like smaller jewelry, I think this still, it really is that universal size where it does work for everybody. And again, you'd be challenged to find a plain 2 millimeter. I'd have you look at bands that are the size of the back, and I would challenge you to find a 2 millimeter solid gold 14K band, because you know there's different gold purities, there's a lot of 10 karat out there, there's a lot of gold platings. Don't get those confused with what I'm offering to you tonight, which is a solid 14 karat gold mirror finish band in your choice of gold color. Most of us go yellow these days because, well, the yellow gold looks like gold. There's a lot of people that just say, well, white gold looks like sterling, so, or white gold looks like platinum, neither of which are as valuable as gold is. So you might just want to go with the yellow gold, which is why I wish I had it, but I'm hoping you guys can visualize it in the yellow gold, which is amazing. Yellow gold, I told you the first time and only other time it was on the air, it was extremely popular in the yellow. The yellow was the most popular gold choice of all. I would not be surprised if that's the case here again tonight, but take advantage of it while you can. We are down to just, okay, here's the update, because we've got, nobody can get through at the moment yet. We're still a little busy and backed up on the phone lines. However, I can give you this update. We only have 5 more stones. So therefore 5 more rings can be created. 5 more rings can be made in your gold and your ring size. So that's really what's critical there. So do remember that. 5 more, and I'm speaking for the moment. That could be changing literally as I speak. So we've got 5 more that we can offer. We'll give it a final 60 seconds. That should do it. If you even maybe already got one and you're thinking, I do want to get another to stack or give as a gift, here's your moment to do that now before they're gone. That's what's, because again, even if I bring it back in November, if I have it back in December, well, that's going to have a whole new gold price point applied to that. So there's no way it's going to be set. And I don't know about you guys, but I struggle bringing things back at a higher price. I really do. I just let alone not even show it to you. Because on pieces that are icons, you know, our Wonder Ring is now like, I think it's like $1,700, $1,800. It used to be $999. Honestly, guys, pieces that are so well known, it's hard to bring them back, no matter how popular they are, and bring them at a higher price. It really is. And this is beloved, and it's going to be requested, and it's going to be asked for, and I'm sure probably we'll make it again, probably between now and the end of 2025. But what you will not see is that price tag. So we've got our final call on that one. Andy, give me an update as the last 5 go, because I want to know where we're at here so I can announce to the world when they are sold out. Otherwise, I can keep wearing them. I just want to keep wearing them, but it would not be fair to wear them if they're sold out. So again, I love the stackability of this incredible ring. And again, 2 here stacked together, the rose and the white. Please take a look at this. So if you're considering getting another for yourself to stack, no matter which finger of the hand you're wearing it on, if you are stacking them, and look at this from the side, and these are 2 different ring sizes entirely, and yet look at how that is completely set, no gap, they're completely flush. That is amazing. See that? And that now would be 12 millimeters wide, 3 of them, of course. Think about that. 18 millimeters wide. Remember, you got about, if you ever wondered, it's about 25 millimeters per inch. So even if you had 3 together, that would be 18 millimeters wide. So it'd still be less than an inch, quite a bit less than an inch if you were putting 3 together. And again, I'll do that right now. Let me put the big one on first here, because that one's going to sit a little better if I put the bigger ring size, and then I'll put the rose gold next to it. Again, keep in mind, these are all vastly different ring sizes for you. If you're stacking, you're going to go more, similar sizes, but here's how they would look with 3, and I cannot help it, but look at those. Look at that, just aligned the way they are. I'm trying to align the stones there, but look at how beautiful those are together. I did the white, the rose, and the white, which you could recreate with two tones of anything. You could do, yellow and rose. You could do, I love yellow and white together. I oftentimes mix and match yellow and white. So that is, look at how cool that looks. And again, these are not sitting very well because they're all very different ring sizes. They're going to sit even better when you have the same ring size, but just showing you how those bring together that beautiful look of two-tone element. I mean, think about, why not? For a little over 20, like $2,200, you get 3 of them. That's amazing. So you can mix and match, and that way you can have more fun with it too. You can one day, it's up to you. One day you wear 2 around another ring as ring guards. The next day you wear all 3. The next day you just, maybe it's a more simple day and you just want to put one on. I'm lucky enough that my thumb is the same size as my ring finger. So a lot of times if I have my, basic diamond band I wear on my ring finger, I can move it on over as a thumb ring at any time. So if you can, you can mix and match how you're wearing it, change up your look by the day. It's no different than we change our hair or change our outfit or change our style. style that day, you can have some fun doing the same thing here with this ring. And again, 6 millimeters wide. The reason I don't give you gram weight, I can't give you gram weights because I give you the width on the millimeter size because I can't give you gram weights because it varies depending on the ring size, which we obviously are doing for you so that you have it ready to wear. And let me also remind our new shoppers, we don't just do like whole sizes, pick a size, 4, 5, 6 to 8, or 4 to 10, or 4 to 8, or 5 to 8. We don't do that. We do quarter sizes, half sizes, 3/4 sizes, because there's a big gap between a 5 and a 6 and an 8 and a 9. Those are big differences that still, we're humans, we're all very specific. We don't always fit into one of those generic ring size categories. So you might need a 5 3/4. You might need a 9 1/2, whatever it is. That's what we're doing. When we say ring size, we're talking about very specific ring sizes to make it the perfect custom fit for you. And that's really important as well. So 777, last chance, last call. So I am going to bring out, because we only have 30 minutes left. So my gosh, 29 actually. So this show has flown. So what we're going to do is bring out my best value on a Tanzanite because I promised it, and I went through everything today, this afternoon, because I was really curious, after hearing about what happened at the Louvre, we all heard about that, I'm sure, the big jewelry heist that sounded like a movie, sounded almost like if I scripted it in a movie, they would reject it because it wouldn't be believable, but hey, it happened, so here we go. But when you think about jewels, and I was thinking about our museum reserves because I was thinking about jewels that were stolen from a museum in France. And I was thinking about, and there were quite a few sapphires, I was thinking about the museum reserves and how, yes, as they get offered one last time, if they don't go to one of you, they go to the museums. They're promised to the museums of the world. Well, as of a couple days ago, when was that, Sunday, Monday, there's a little more need now at a very famous museum for some gems. Now we all hope that those gems get returned and found and get back to where they rightfully belong, and those perpetrators, get held accountable for their actions. However, there is some extra need right now at one of the world's, I would say arguably the world's best known museum. There's some need for some gems. It motivated me to take a really good look today, this afternoon when I came in, at all of our Tanzanite museum reserves that were left as of right now up to the date, to the moment. And also wanted to find for you what was the best remaining value, because they're all over the place. And most of what's left in museum reserves are, of course, bigger stones, so they get a little more pricey. I do have a bigger stone here, but the price tag is amazing. And I literally, now it's not like there's 500 left, there aren't that many. So it didn't take all that long. But I did have the ability to also do a per carat check, like a literal per carat price on every single museum reserve left, to find that one stood head and shoulders above the rest as far as the value, and this is it. And keep in mind, it's got yellow diamonds, so that's an upgrade as well. So it's got the yellow diamonds beside it instead of white diamonds. That's an upgrade. And then you've got the 2 bigger stones. It's only 2 stones, 2 pear shapes actually. Brilliant cut yellows. Let's take a look at this together, because this is the best value now left in our museum reserves. This is it, the one that stands alone. 1128929 is the item number. Please keep calling on those band rings. We will, I know we're still busy on the phone lines. Maybe this isn't even fair to put this up yet, because we are still really busy on the phone lines on our diamond solitaire band. But here it is. I'm keeping an eye on the clock here, and we just don't have a lot of time left tonight. Now remember, we've got tomorrow and Friday night, plus Saturday and Sunday mornings as well. We shop with you Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights in the evening hours, 5 to 8 Pacific, and then of course Saturday and Sunday daytime hours, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific, 1 to 4 Eastern. Okay, so here's the 1113 in yellow gold. It's 8929, it's 40 points in 2 pear-shaped diamonds. Both natural yellows, both fancy brilliant cuts, and both perfectly anchoring this oval stone in the middle. Could not get any better. But now we've got the price tag. This is so amazing. I'm so happy for everybody who's getting a band ring. Thank you. They continue to be very popular. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like them. Isn't this something? 1113 in a museum reserve Tanzanite. So if you're looking for the most bang for your buck, the best per carat value, still amazing museum reserve, here it is. Classic shape in the oval, I might add. And, well, all it's missing is a good home. Or Its new residence could be, now I didn't look up the address of the Louvre, but it could very well be there. I think though, given the value story we have here, I don't think it's going to go to the museum. I think it's going to go to one of yours. If you're thinking, Lolo, I don't have a museum, you can. I call my jewelry box the museum. I got a museum inside my house. It's called the jewelry box, or the safe, or the whatever, right? Whatever. However you store your jewelry. The safe, the safety deposit box, whatever it is. Hopefully it's not in the safety deposit box of the bank, because then you're not wearing it that often. Here's how you get something amazing for a teeny tiny price, far lower than it ever should be. 40 points in natural yellows. Take a good look at those, because they are brilliant, and they deserve the spotlight too. And there's the other one. And then let me show it to you on the hand here, because we all want to know, how does an 11 karat plus Tanzanite sit on the hand? There you have it. Side to side stunner. Not too oversized, I don't think. I would get it in your ring size, get it in your actual size, and it'll fit to perfection. But it's going to be amazing. And the yellow diamonds and the yellow gold, perfection. If you ask me, I love it. I mean, we usually see them in white gold. You probably have one now. You probably have a Tanzanite in white gold. Now you need the yellow gold. Amazing how it can completely switch up the look, how it really broadens your collection. We've had so many collectors. I think that's probably the biggest indicator of when you know you're bringing a value, when there are folks out there who have procured a collection of 50 deep. Yes? I can. Band ring is a thumb ring. Would they prefer white or rose? Because those are the two I have. I can do either or. So we'll try on the band ring as a thumb ring again, show it to you. I happen to have a white gold in exactly the ring size that I wear as a thumb ring, which is about a 5.5, 6. There it is. That's what it looks like as a thumb ring. And you know, I always avoid thumb rings that have any height to them. So given that this band is that setting style that I talked about, that is completely flush, you're gonna move my finger across it, doesn't scratch, completely flush. Look at that, it's not even picking up fingerprints, it's amazing. And that's what it looks like as a thumb ring. So yeah, and you still get, it's not too wide, you know, it still gives you, you know, range of movement. Like I can, you know, could write, I could grip a steering wheel, no problem. So, you know, I know it's a wider band. Sometimes we do little dainty things, little basic bands. This one's a little wide for a thumb ring, but still works. It still works. If it was too wide, it wouldn't work. Wouldn't give you any range of movement. So now we can talk about the Tanzanite, which is no longer going to be, oh, $29,000. I can't do $29,000 and expect to sell it. And I certainly wouldn't deem that the best per carat value we have. That's for sure. So now we make it the big value. $29, $19, even $99.99. It's not going to be. I got a simple, straightforward value for you. And this is how we do it. Question. How you doing over there, Joanne? You all good? I know. What's that ticking over there, right? I'm having like, triggered by last Wednesday. Just so thankful that there's no fire tonight. That's good. I'd be happy if we just, you know, make it. That last Wednesday night was, yeah, it was daunting. All right, here we go. This one, Pam, I would need a little more guidance on that. So if it's studs, I have them. But otherwise, I'm not sure. If it's just studs with a halo, I've got them, if that's the Malaya garnet you're looking for. Tell you what, it's not going to be $99.99. We're going to do better. And yes, we'll have the Malaya garnet earrings. How about this? Not going to be, well, this is kind of wild here, but it's not going to be 88 or 77.77. Got a big value. Here we go. It's coming down to a better price than even $6,999. This is the big moment right here, right now. We're going to take it even lower than $59.99 because we've got to move it. We've got a limited time left. We've got about 21 minutes left to go in our Wednesday Night Live. Let's make this better than 59. Better, 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 better. This is how we do it. It's not 59. We're truly blowing this out. This will be. I don't care if it's a 1 carat. That's what I also want to mention. If you're thinking, oh, that's just a best per carat for the big size. No, 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 no. It is the best per carat overall. I looked at them all. I calculated every single one of them. This is the best per carat price we have of any blue wing Block D that still exists with us. I can't speak for what resellers are selling them for online. I've heard that's happening. I can't speak for, well, museums don't sell things, but you know what I mean. It's one of those that you got to pick up now because even my 2 carats, I've got a 2 carat here, but it's way more money per carat than this one is. And it's not going to be $59.99. We're blowing it out truly. Let's do this. We'll go even lower. This is it. And we're already verifying, and no surprise why. This is a big moment. And we have 20 minutes left to go. So you let me know what you'd like to shop the show, from the show, what you need to see before we go. Because guess what? This is not even 5,500 or 54 or 53 or 52 or 51. Let's truly blow it out. I'm going to make this $4,999. And here is why. Beyond that great value, here's what's even more monumental about that. That per carat price is $449 a carat. That's $449 a carat. Nowhere else. Even I have a 2 carat 70 sitting right in front of me. Way more money. Way more money. This is the way to go. That's $449 a carat, and free diamonds and free gold. Kid you not, big yellows. Those are 1/5 of a carat yellow diamonds. They're 20 points each. Yellow diamonds, natural in color. They're amazing. You got to try this. And again, same money back guarantee applies. The 270. I mean, the 270 is so much more money per carat. It's silly. So this is the time right now to take advantage of what you get. Seriously, guys, this is amazing. And yes, Pam, they are coming up. Oh, no, I don't have those. I don't know what 6239 is. We'll have to find them. I have what I'm guessing is smaller. Pam, if you're watching, let me show you what I have. This is the kind I do have. I have round Malayas. Let me know if you like them. Those are my round Malayas, and then we'll have to see if we can get that other item for you, because that is a different number. Those are my round Malaya garnets. Maybe we have some bigger ovals. We'll check and see. $49.99 on the tansy. Who is gonna take it? In yellow gold, any size. Look at that basket, I mean, the basket is the under gallery. Has to come to a point there. Look at how it's just elevated enough. Wow, look at the neons coming through the sides. Sorry, that caught me off guard. The reds and the bright blues coming through the sides of the stone. The basket's only raised enough to just accommodate the depth of the stone. We never go higher than that, so that it's not sitting up any higher than it needs to. But you know how it goes. You can't have the bottom of the stone scraping across your finger. That's no fun. Trust me, I have scars. I have literal scars from that happening, from trying on jewelry elsewhere many years ago. I have little scars on my wrist from little closures pinching. Hey, Andy, do you have 1126239 back there? They're Malaya garnet earrings. I just looked. They're not the ones I have, I don't think. So we'll see if we can get them for Pam. Now, there is another Tanzanite, and I'm going to show it. Because in case you're looking for a smaller stone, or with maybe white diamonds instead, let me show you what I have. Here's the smaller oval, 270 in size, with white diamonds, baguettes. 1129532 is the item number here. Still have the big oval. Let me know if you need to see it again, but we're getting ready for some last minute requests. 17 minutes left to go in the show, not a lot of time. So definitely want to get you covered here. But this is so impressive, is it not? And that's a 270 with 37 points in diamonds, so just under 10 points apiece on the baguettes, 270 in the oval, and that one will be, hey, it's more affordable, it's a smaller stone. It is incredible. We'll do that one right now for, oh, let's just make it simple. That one's going to be $19.99. So now we go under $2,000 to get you a band that costs over $2,000. A Tanzanite for free, and some big diamonds as well. And then we'll pull out some requests if we have them. Anything else you're looking for, let me know. If you want to go 8 carats, I have an 8 carat oval that has a carat 42 in diamonds. It's really good. So maybe just again, if you're not into, I'm sorry, this is the 8 carat is the cushion cut. So there's the cushion, there's the oval smaller, we've got the oval larger that's still hanging out, and anything else you'd like to see. There's even a 12 carat. So let's just give you some options here. You want the oval, maybe you want a 12 carat, maybe, let's just stay with the big sizes here because they're going to be that same amazing color. And then we'll go to the yellows, the yellow diamonds you saw. These are the options that we have in bigger stone sizes where the values are at. We've got everything from, you see the cushion cut in the middle to the 2 ovals on the sides. The oval on the right side is the largest. That's going to be our 12 carat exactly. It's a 12 carat oval over here that does have a lot of diamond weight. We'll just move these all up so you can see them really well. So the 12 carat oval is going to be in white gold only. That's a carat 61 in diamonds. So that is the largest stone, largest diamond weight. The cushion cut in the middle, that's going to be an 812. It's got a carat 42 in diamonds, but these are our options, of course, in the white gold with the white diamonds. Then you know about the yellow diamond combination. You know about the 3-stone style and the yellow gold. Well, that's also here for $49.99. The other two are going to be a little different price. We can actually do $39.99 on the cushion and $69 or $59.99 on the oval. So we can put them actually, let me do this so that they're in order from bigger to smaller. Okay, so we've got the oval, the other oval with the yellow gold and the yellow diamonds, or the cushion cut. And they're going to go as follows: $59.99, $49.99, and $39.99. So they're all $1,000 difference. Okay, and we have more requests coming up. So Pam, we've got your gorgeous Malayas. Let me show them to you now. And then we've got Lee. Your request is coming out as well. So a couple requests to get to. Thank you. It's the other way around, though. We've got this one for $39. This one's $49. And this one's going to be, of course, the 12 karat with the biggest diamond weight. That one's $59.99. So there are 3 options. They're each $1,000 difference and just gives you some variety to choose from. Now, Pam, I do have the earrings that you asked for, and they are lovely and they're big. They're very large. They're 2 carat 70 of these rare Malaya garnets. I love a Malaya garnet because they just go with everything. To me, they look like really saturated padparashas. So we'll show those next. Those are coming up. Again, call us on the Tanzanites, 4, 5, and 6,000, essentially from left to right there. And then Lee, we've also got your emerald cut Kunzite. We'll get to that right after the Malaya garnet earrings that are coming up by request. But we got to hustle here. We don't have a lot of time. So let me know if you have any questions on those Tanzanites. Here is the one and only. Oh my goodness, those are lovely. 112-6239. You guys got the right idea. They're going to need my help as far as sitting up on their own because I had these earrings at the end of my Sunday show, and they were with, was that this week or last week? And they were these champagne diamonds, and they were gone in a flash. Well, here's something, if there is such a thing, even more rare than a big champagne diamond. This is going to be 112-6239, Malaya garnet earrings. So here you go for Pam. She asked for these. They're so lucky they're here for you. 6239s are 287 of total weight in Malayas, and aren't they beautiful? I'm going to hold up the other one for you. They have great finishing on the inside. That whole rear is done with a stunning undergallery as well. So they're just really finicky to hold because of, thanks to that beautiful way they sit in the ear. They don't sit that well on a turntable, which is good because you're probably never going to ever do this again outside of this earring. So take a look at this. There are the 2 Malaya garnets. Aren't they fabulous? They really are. They're like deep padparasha color. There's a pink and a golden blend here that's coming through. There's 287 of total weight there and almost 2 carats in diamonds as well. They're in the yellow gold, but you can change them if you'd like. They have the diamonds up front and the lever back as well. I'm going to go ahead and pop one on for you. So excuse the wait time here looking at it from the side, but I want to make sure you see the length measurement here. First, I'll do that. Here's the length so we can see them because it doesn't look like they've ever been aired before. So we'll show you a quick little length in the measurement here so you can see that on the hand. And then we'll go ahead and try one on for you because they are going to be 1.25 inches in their drop. So 1 inch. They do have the lever back. So there's that finishing from a distance away. Great if you have your hair up, hair back, or short hair so you can see that. Finishing detail is awfully important to have. And then again, I will pop one on as fast as I can for you. Close that lever back and you're good to go. And this is what they look like from a distance away. So you can see that size. How does that 1.25 inch translate on the ear? Well, there you go. So that's going to be fabulous. And then we do have, again, I love the fact that you can change out the gold color. That's really nice. You can change that out if you need to, although I really like them in the yellow as they are. This is quite, how have these not been aired, yet they have come down in discounting? They have had 7 discounts, kid you not. They started at $79.99. They're so rare of a stone. Rare garnets, we see them a lot, but this is one of the rarest of them all. We'll go back up close. I'll prop one up for you as well so you can see that plain as day here. I'll get you a close up on it. And this is not going to be $79, $69, $59, $49, $39, $29. I am shocked because here's the thing. You can't get 2 carats in diamonds for under $3,000, and I just did with the rare Malaya garnet as well. So that's the challenge here. And now this price tag, and I'll tell you, they're going to go. So if you already know you love them, please call early because I have no way of knowing who's on the phone lines when. So we have to just say first caller gets them. They're not $39. They're not $3,000. I really mean that when I say that. I know they never should be. This is a deal on the diamonds alone. What you're getting in the garnet is so much more rare than even the VS diamonds are. They will go. They will find their home. No question about it. They're not $29. They're not $2,500. This is amazing. They're not 24 or 23. This is wild. And don't forget, this is one of the most rare types of stones that we can show you out of, oh, we only show you rare types of stones. That's what we do. That's what we show. And these are going to be $2,299 first caller. And there's the set together. So again, best I can do is probably hold up one at a time here. Let me get the little smudge off that one there, because they are too good to stay here at 20 knot. There you go. So now that one is smudge free. We'll see who's got them. I'm so sorry there's such a challenge to hold here, but there they are. There's the one smudge free now. And then the other I will show you as well, so you can see it. Each one gets their own spotlight here, but $22.99 for an incredible diamond weight and the gorgeous stones. So there they are. Perfect, aren't they? Who's got them? Then we'll show Lee's request, and then we have another request for Joanne coming up. Love those requests. Keep them coming. We got 9.5 minutes left to go. Lee, your pendant is next if you want to jump on the phone lines. Do you have these? No. All right, they're here. All righty, so they are here. Yeah. Oh, you're waiting for the pendant? Okay, sounds good. Is that Lee? Lee, you got it. He or she, Lee, because just let me know who I'm talking to here. It could be either. She. Here you go, Lee. I'm going to show it on the hand here for you because I want you to see the east-west and the size. This is quite impressive, and this has got a stack in the bale above it as well. And keep calling. The Malaya garnets are yours to take. Whoever would like those, you can grab them. Here we go with 1128423. I want to show you. It's our 19 karat 36 Kunzite. Top to bottom, it's 3/4, 7/8 really of an inch. And then side to side, let's give you a look at that as well. Side to side, about the same. About, well, closer to 3/4 carats, maybe 5/8, side to side. So that is going to be a beautiful Kunzite pendant. It's almost 20 carats in the stone. The stone is magnificent color. Could not get better. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well. Just to show you from a distance away, this is actually a true to life color, because when you see it in person, that's what you're going to see. Do you see those electric blues that are coming through? The super deep pinks, the bright purples as well. Well, this is going to be our 19 karat 36. We're going to show it up close as well, because I want you to see the way the bale stacks here, because you have mirror finished gold, 3 diamonds, and then more mirror finished gold, and then those corner prongs, and it's super clean in the material. And yet this one is going to be, and I think it just needs a little cleaning from the backside, because you can see the stone is very clean. And we're going to do this right now. $1,999. You are kidding me. Another big blowout price on what was formerly a $7,500 pendant. But like we said, these pieces from deep, deep, deep in the vault are going way down in price. And so we took a $7,500 piece and made it under 2. So, and by the way, someone's got to grab those Malaya garnet earrings. They're available. They are available to own. But that is $19.99 for that Kunzite pendant, an east-west set. Thank you so much. And then Joanne, here we go with some, ooh, a ring and an asher for a Tanzanite. Was it this specific ring, Andy, or did she just want an asher? You got it. Joanne wanted to see this ring. I was eyeing it earlier, as I was all of our Tanzanites in stock, and I literally almost brought it out for you. It's 9054, so thank you for the request. We'll give you a great value on this one. Again, another one-of-a-kind opportunity. Now, remember, 7 minutes left to go in the show, so if you'd like to go ahead and grab those Malaya garnet earrings, please do. Anything else you've seen tonight, please grab them now before they're gone to somebody else. And then here we are with 1129054. Well, this is a 648. That's a really good size. That tends to be the size that a lot of people are loving and requesting and looking for. Specifically are those 5 and 6 carats that are nice big sizes that really stand out, but they're not oversized. They're really wearable at the same time. And this one's 27 points in the diamond, stays in the white gold. Here it looks on the hand. And those are trillions, by the way. And you gotta love a good, vibrant, trillion cut VS stone. And there, ooh, look at the reds coming through. This is not even the proper light to see the reds, and yet you are seeing the reds. They are coming straight on through and in a big way. And you know what? Call me. This is a classic 3-stone style, but done with all fancy cuts. So we take the styling that's classic, elevate it thanks to the fancy cuts like the asher and the trillions, and we're gonna blow it out. Now remember, it stays in the white gold. We just need to know your ring size. That's all we need to know. Get it right out to you. No problem. This is so fantastic, and the price is what I'm really loving. I don't know what happened to my wheel there, but tell you what, let's make this simple. Come on down. Don't wait to dial in. And we got last call on the bands because I just checked and we have 2 bands left. I can make you 2 more bands for $777. 2 more of those oval brilliant cut 30-point bands in solid gold for $777. So make sure you get the last 2 bands before the show is over. And this, look at this, Joanne, this is your ring. And I'm going to show you the price tag. And I'm going to show you where, that's the ring. And look where that's supposed to be. $99.99. I'm so glad you caught me on a Wednesday when I'm doing these wild discounts and price tags. It's amazing. And we're going a lot less than even $4,999. Come on in. It's not $49. It's not $39. We've got 5 minutes left of the show. So if you can't bring a value right now, you never can. We got to move jewelry in these last 5 minutes, and we're going to do exactly that. And how do we do it? At a better value, a bigger value, a better value. Your awesome value. And it's first caller, and those trillion cuts are amazing, and they're almost 15 points a piece, and those are VS stones as well, and you are going to love this forever. And the reds that come through are oh so mighty fine. I cannot get enough of this stone. I cannot get enough of it. And it's better than even 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Let's blow it out into the shows here. We got 4.5 minutes left to go in our Wednesday night. We'll see you tomorrow at 5. This one's going to go, though. This is not staying. Nothing from the day is sticking around. Nothing. We've had 3 hours. It's been incredible values. Let's keep them going. Let's make it $2,999 on the 6.5 carat. Assure cut. It's such a fancy cut to get, and that is the way to go. Amazing. About $29.99. Are you kidding me? And you got to take it in the white. So the white gold is how it stays, but we need to know what ring size. Do you have this one? Are we verifying? What's that? Okay, so this is going to be, and I know those Malaya garnet earrings. Oh my goodness, the Malayas. Make sure you get the Malaya garnets. And then we're going to see you tomorrow night at 5. 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yes, you got it. Here's what the inside of the ring looks like for the full tua. The tua, there it is. There's the inside. Remember, it's a pretty classic setting. We don't want to take away from the beauty of the stone. So, oh, never mind. Okay. So the Malaya garnets are not here anymore because they were purchased somewhere outside the show. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That's the inside of the ring. So I guess never mind in the Malayas. Here we go. $29.99 on the Tanzy. $29.99 on the Tanzanite. And then do we have time for one more? I think I'll do a little recap. We got a little tiny recap for you. Do that for you as well. I think we got to show you the Kunzite for sure. We had a big round. There was a big fancy cut round. So we'll do that. Gold quartz earrings are gone. I don't have much to recap. So it'll be a quick recap. We got 2.5 minutes to go. Maybe it won't be a recap. We'll just sit. I think we just sit and look at this. Gorgeous. I know it's verifying, but we have got a gorgeous Assure cut here. I'm going to try it on again. Look at all the reds. Wowza. Look at that stone. And it just, you got to love trillion cut diamonds. I mean, the extra flash, and it just breaks up the simplicity of an Assure cut with a step fast sitting in a square is really nice. But then the trillion cuts that are so brilliant, it just mixes it up a little, gives you some more interest there as well. So 2 minutes left to go in the show. I want to thank you. I want to remind you we're back tomorrow night with 3 hours of new jewelry, meaning all different pieces you did not see tonight because tonight's are gone. So pretty much. If you have any questions about what's available, please do ask your operatives. And the last 2 bands. Oh yeah, let's show it to you. The last 2 bands, I can do 2 more of the bands that have the 30-point minimum diamond. So that, I'll just give that a quick look here for the end of the show because we've got, again, it's moments left. We'll be here for a few minutes, so I know we only have 90 seconds left of airtime. We will be with you, though, here in the phone bank. We stay till every last call is answered and every last order is placed, and that's our little reminder that we do have that band for $777. There are 2 left I can create, so I would definitely get that tonight as opposed to finding out tomorrow morning or later on this evening that it's already sold out. That would be a very, I think that would be, I hate when I miss out on things, and things I get irrationally upset. And yet, we know when you're never going to see a value like that again, there's really no reason to wait. It can't be a better value than where it's at today. So take advantage of that. Thank you so much for watching and shopping tonight. Appreciate y'all being here as usual, and hopefully we can rendezvous tomorrow night for a big, big show. We've got a big, big Thursday night happening for you. I've got really a whole week of amazing shows planned for you, so I hope you can join me tomorrow at 5, and that's of course Friday at 5 as well. Remember, all of our weeknights, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, are 5 5 to 8 Pacific time. That's 8 to 11 Eastern. And then on the weekends, we're here during the day from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific, and that's 1 to 4 Eastern in the afternoon. So keep that in mind as we continue to shop. Anything from the show, you got to do it now. These live shows are filled with the limited special items at special values. So you got to shop the live show during the live show to get these values. Thank you so much for being with me. Keep calling. Like I said, we're going to be here. We're going to stay here till every single one of these lines is picked up. Every order is placed so that you don't miss out. But thank you again for being with me tonight. I'm your host at TVON, Lauren Blair, and I will see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Looking forward to it. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow.